There we go. Turn the microphone on, dickhead. There we go. So we should be on. Are we on? It's Maggie. Wanna play a game? It's Maggie. It's Miss Screen Queen. She is as well, isn't she? She is. Miss Screen Queen 89. Jesus, that's a year after I went to secondary school, man. Jesus. What we got here? Blah 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 blah. So we got them. We got that. So we got this. This is a big son bitch. This is a big son bitch. Hello all. Yes, hello. Who we got here? We got Douglas, Mr. Bartron. Mr. Bartron, he was tempting us the other day, wasn't he? He was there with a picture of a box of masks. You're like, Jesus Christ, look at all them. No idea what was fully in the boxes, but Jesus, looked to be some good stuff. So Steve Girula, pronounced correctly. Mr. Drown Boys in Douglas. We got Maggie. Bloody hell. There's hardly anyone here compared to normal. People got work or something. There's a furlough stopped. Oh God. Let's just sort my thing here. This is a control for the stream software. It's an application on your phone, and you can do bits and bobs on the app. Yet it doesn't always work. Yeah. I don't know, Maggie. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose you got a point there. I don't know how old John is, but yeah. When you put it like that, I suppose you're right. So yeah, 89. I was 12 years old, for God's sake. You know, a few years before. Well, a couple of years before GhostFace ever appeared with Fun World, and yeah, a few years before that. Before Scream as well, wasn't it? It was, Jesus, to think Scream started in 95 as well, and then, you know, into 96, of course. That's when we got what we're all talking about still now. It just, it makes you think sometimes with regards to the years, and it definitely makes you think with regards to where the hell does the time go as well. And you think, yeah, where does it bloody go? Where does it go? It all seems to go so bloody quickly. What else did we get? Blah blah blah. I'm trying to think now. It was just the things I mentioned on the image. Hello, Mr. Cray. Hello, Rob Reaver. The Slashing Ghost. Hello, Slashing Ghost. That sounds a bit dodgy, that. You know, the UK slash means to take a piss. As long as you do that and then start killing. Who knows what lurks in the depth of those boxes? Yeah, with Zach Bartron, I know. Same as your collection room, Douglas. Who knows what's behind some of the ghost masks, or on the top shelf, or in areas that we don't always see. In those boxes there, look, lots of 2010s. Original run, red and black tags, reshoots, 2 Gen 2s, foam masks, and loads of ultra. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Just send them up my way. And yeah, we'll call it a deal. Jesus. I did say to Maggie recently, I said, Maggie, if you want any of the special masks in my collection, just find me, or tell your husband to find me a black 1977 Trans Am, as in same type seen in Smokey and the Bandit. And for all the little clever dicks out there that know Smokey and the Bandit, clever dicks will know that there was actually a 76 Trans Am used in the film with a 77 front end put on it, until they then got a few cars from Pontiac. And then it went from there. So yeah, anyone wants some of my special masks from the collection, like this fantastic in the background, and the one in the frame that you can only just see. You get me a roadworthy running black Trans Am 77, you can have the mask. It's simple as that. And no, I'm not joking. I'd love to have a Trans Am. If you have any multiples of the Scream 4 Run 2010s, that's all I need to complete my movie set. Yeah, I've been looking at what I've got. 2010s are a bit, I don't know, far and few between. I've let so many go to fans over the years. I did have quite a few off XELA at the time. Remember XELA? Alex spoke backwards. He used to be active in the community a few years ago, and he had like like a factory box of 2010s, didn't he? And I think he had either 1 or 2 boxes of 12, and people had them off him over time. He was charging a little bit of a pretty penny at the time as well. But there you go, there you go. Today, well not today, but this week we've received some new items for the collection, thanks to Douglas Little, and also a couple of finds on Amazon. The only thing I haven't got that's not on the way yet is the GhostFace Tiki mug, and still to this day, in the UK at least, there's no sign of the Tooney Terrace. But we did manage to find this little swine. Everything reflects in this. But yeah, we did manage to find this figure. And this was, I think, £42 English money. Get it the right way. I got my wallpaper reflecting again. Give me a black screen. That's a bit better. I think we might just take it out, to be honest. Let's have a look. Let's take out the NECA figure. It's not like it's against the law or anything. And I do want to see the figure and swap the heads about at some point, so why not open it? And I thought, when I first saw this, I thought that the hook was something plastic they added on, but it's not. It's all part of the same piece on the back of the figure here, on the box. It's just they've incorporated a hook. God, I can't get the damn thing open, man. There you go. Here we go. Look at that beautiful GhostFace on the top there. Now this is one of the stock pictures, the ultra white. That's the picture from the Mask and Knife set off Fun World site. Let's have a look. Oh, here he is. So of course you've got the opening of the box. You got a picture of him here, and then just obviously the main window. All your copyright etc. on the bottom, which it still reflects. Oh, look at this. What the hell? Has he got a... Whoa, check them out at the back. Dangling down. That's dodgy, isn't it? I put my hand at the back of it to pull this bit out here. And I thought, what's touching my hand? It's this tassels. Does this actually come out? Oh, God, I hope it does. Oh, it does, okay. Oh, there you go. One of his hands has fell out already. Okay. So there you go. There goes it. Why the hell has he got one of them? What's he going to do? Chop grass on the weekend? I notice something I keep with my boxes of masks as well is also on the back of this box. Silica gel. Yeah, I keep some of them in my boxes where all the masks are. How do you pull this out? Come on. Jesus, mate, you're really wedged in there, aren't you? Trying to get the head out. I don't want to force it because I'm going to end up pulling the damn chin off, I think. Well, there we are. This is your ultimate GhostFace NECA action figure. He has a zombie head. He has a bloody mask. And he has... I did ask RJ about this green one. I says, is that meant to be a glow mask, or is it meant to reference a green fluorescent? And he said it's meant to be a green fluorescent. And of course you got the voice changer there from the end of Scream 1, what Billy had. You can only just see it on this crappy camera. But yeah, the knives and everything have fallen out because of the way I'm holding it. So we have like a Myers knife tat. That's what I think of when I see that. Let's put that back in. Okay. We have it's almost like a wooden handle Book 120, that one. When you look at it close, when it's in your hand, all the handle here is actually wood grain. You can't really see it on the camera though. It's like a wood grain handle Book 120, and then a normal Book 120, except the end of the handle there isn't silver, right at the back here. Seems a bit shorter, that one. The green fluorescents don't glow. I know they don't glow. It's just at the time I saw this figure first announced, I said, RJ, is the green version of the mask here meant to represent a fluorescent, or is it meant to be a glow mask? As in like a mask that's been charged up with a flashlight, so to speak, or some sort of lighting source. I said, is it meant to be like a charged up glowing mask? He goes, no, it's meant to be a fluorescent. Then he got 2 extra hands for him to hold his voice changer, I think. My god, and then this just fits over the front and clips in. Bloody hell, mate, so they face that way, do they? God almighty. I don't know if this is all done by machine in a factory, but I wouldn't like to package these up every day. Jesus Christ. But yeah, we've also got the other figure coming from NECA. One similar to this, and it's just got an extra hand and a voice changer with it. I can't remember the name of that figure. But yeah, we've got the other NECA figure coming. We'll be getting Toonie Terror as soon as we can get it, hopefully. And whatever else we can bloody get with regards to more figures in the future. The sideshow figures, my god, they are pricey little swines, aren't they? Okay, just put him back for now. A couple of the bloody knives have fell down, but we'll sort that later. Everything just reflects in this room. So there you get a nice figure. Let's have a look. Hang on, I forgot to put this back. Why has he got this? I don't know. Now just make sure my dark screen's going to remain. There we go. Okay. I shall put the scythe back in shortly. Let's chat here. Did you get to check out the channel, Reaper Shadows? Yes, I did have a look at the channel. Let's have a look. I've got all the NECA GhostFace 7-inch. Oh, Mr. Chris Jason. Mr. Chris is here, hello. About to say, I got you, homie. What the hell? Ah, you ugly bastard. Happy Sunday. Oh god, look who's here. Pickle Dick's here. Dylan Cloud. You see that, Dylan? Dylan Cloud. I love his sense of humour. If everyone was like Dylan, Jesus Christ, we'd never had Trump for a president. And that's coming from someone in the UK. I heard the green mask actually glows. Oh, does it? Shall we try it? Let's see what happens. And don't laugh at me for the Alexa. I'm sure many of you have got them. Alexa, turn off office light.
Okay.
Let's see if it glows. Charge him up with a phone light. I won't call that a glow. Unless he's just winding me up, which he could be. Alexa, turn on office light. No, it doesn't glow.
Okay.
It does not glow. Plus, like somebody said on the stream, why would a green fluorescent glow? Yeah, thank you, Mr. Cloud. I see your comments. I pre-ordered mine back in August. I think I just got it a couple of weeks ago. I might just wait to buy it in store next time, as people who did got theirs quicker. I'm patiently waiting on mine. Should be in a day or two. I guess pre-order is good though, because it guarantees you'll get it. Just the wait sucks sometimes. It definitely does. Hello, Carrie-Ann. Bloody old Carrie-Ann, your box is getting heavier. Jeez, I've got a box to go to Carrie-Ann soon. I think I've actually got to find a bigger box, because the screen candle that we got for it just takes up over half the box. I'm just now realising Steve's comment was referring to the figure. Ah, okay. No, I'm not reading that, Mr. Ghostface 93. I don't know what the search history is. Carrie-Ann, yes, Carrie-Ann. Carrie-Ann's been busy lately renovating cars and doing mass videos without a head. Anyway, here we go, next one. We've got to slice this open, I think. These next items came from Douglas Little. After Douglas said last week that he had been out to the local Walmart and seen these figures, I thought, well, if there's still some there, maybe we could attain one. And Douglas being Douglas says, yeah, let me go down and have a look. Which he did. And we got 2 of these. Here's the other one here. One I plan to keep boxed, and one I'm going to open now. Just have a close look at this little swine. I sent a picture of this to RJ. He says, RJ, look what I got in the post. I says, chap got it from his local Walmart and I've got it now. And he responded back and says, yes, it's authorised. I was like, what? But here's all your copyrights on the bottom. Inspected with care by robots, apparently. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. God, he's got the copyright on the bottom of his backside as well. There you go. Ooh, that's not too bad. Easy to just prize him out. It's held in so he doesn't rattle about when he's in transit. But yeah, there you go. It's nice, that. He does look like he's knitted. It's just, where's his nose? Where's his nose? Where's his damn nose? There you go. That's nice, I like that. And this isn't a label, this is a big thick piece of rubber that they've crammed in him. Handmade by robots. And then you got copyright on the bottom. Jesus. That way. Just got your GhostFace copyright, made in China. Inspected with care by MPG Robot 280625 with a tick. They like this robot stuff, don't they? And he's just got a hole in the bottom. I'm guessing just for, I don't know, what, drainage? If he has too much dinner, it's a place to come out. But it is quite nice, that. I'm quite impressed with that. That's nice. It's a beautiful texture. It really does look like it's a knitted figure, but of course, you're touching it. It's just a vinyl figure. That's nice. I quite like that. Thank you, Douglas. These, as far as I know, are not in the UK yet, which is a question I have for the RJ again when I speak to him. Say, are we going to be getting these, or have we got to try and find an American fan that can get them for us? But Douglas found these in his local Walmart, so that may be the best place, maybe the best or first place to look. It's weird that they'd have them out at this time of year. That's what I found strange. I thought maybe in USA, like, you know, July, August time, they start getting nuts, don't they? They start putting stuff out for Halloween, end of summer. That I've always been told. Yes, that's quite nice. And I'm guessing that this, the knit series is possibly quite new because it's number 8 on the box here. So 008 knit series, handmade by robots, collectible vinyl figure of GhostFace. And I'm guessing this is a bit like the pop vinyls or the vinyl pops, whatever. Where, you know, they're just going to keep doing whatever they end up doing. Collect them all. Collect them all. How many is all of them? That's the question. Handmade by robots. It says, what is handmade by robots? What the fuck? Ambulatory biological units like yourself require warmth from soft embraces. We robots know not of such things. Our best approximation is this enclosed. The appearance of the interwoven organic fibres into recognisable characters from your popular culture. Though made from solidified polymers, our research indicates they would be given and received as gestures of friendship and love. May your acquaintances find value in such meaningless activities. Handmade with love 001, 0010, and it's got all these dodgy numbers on the bottom there. Weird. It's as if the robots are talking to you. They got reflection of my bloody website there. Yeah. Good figure that, I like that. There we go. What's this sticky on the top? In fact, let's just leave it. Let's leave him open. Let's have a look here. Hello, I'm from China. My name is Shermaloff Scott. I won the GhostFace Killer Tournament. I met Jason Voorhees. Ghostface is your legend. What GhostFace Killer Tournament? What was that then? Sometimes a bot. Someone's a bot. Yeah, I could believe that as well. Have we got a bot here? I just picked up 2 of those at Walmart for $12. Bloody hell, you did well. Those were about $12 each, I think Douglas said. I've got 2 times Tunitoa Ghostface figures imported from the States. Couldn't find them here. I think they're coming here. I don't know when. I've got to ask RJ. I've spoken to RJ the other night, but it wasn't as long as it normally is. I didn't get many questions. Oh, is that right, Dylan? Dylan's a cheeky fucking bastard, isn't he? He's a cheeky bastard. How do we ban people from chat? Hang on a minute. Dylan, you're gone. Cheeky bastard. Make Tim's voice less annoying. Trust me, mate, if I could change the tone of this and be Roger Jackson or just something different, I would. Seriously, I would. As many times I hear myself echoing off bloody walls and I just hear Dad. And that's not a good thing, trust me. Because Dad's a git as well. Bear in mind my parents split up in '85, so it wasn't like a mum and dad family all the way until we left home. Aye. I'm going to try and find some Tunitoa soon. Yeah, by all means, Douglas, by all means. While you're at it, Douglas, send me that spear pink. Oh, Dylan's on it tonight, isn't he? Has he not been getting attention off his missus or something? He'll be laughing, that's the best thing. Me and him can have some quite amusing messages on Facebook. As in private messages. No spears over here, Douglas said. Yeah, the pink that Douglas Little recently got back is the first ever pink fearsome, as we call it, to ever surface. And he's been without that mask for bloody ages, and to say he got it back is a bloody miracle. But it's nice, it's nice. I got the Tunitoa pre-ordered as well, excited for it to arrive. I wish I could pre-order it. The Cotton Shroud Gen 2, yes. Amazon had the Tunitoas for a decent price. So this is the thing, Amazon.com have got quite a few listings of this and that. Amazon.co.uk, you're lucky to find a NECA figure. I found the 2 NECA figures, but that's about all I found. So this one was off UK Amazon. And I've got the other one, the other NECA figure, which is off Amazon as well. That one's my favourite out of all of them. Yeah, I bet it's on about the pink there. I'll take the tagged one then. Even though the others have more sentiment. Your life would be empty without my company. I'll make the messages public. Yeah, you make them public all you want, mate. You make them public all you want. At the end of the day, what me and you say to each other on private messages is anyone can read them. Trouble is, anyone could easily take offence even though it's me and you that's talking to each other. You know what people are like these days. Bloody all you got to do is fart and someone's offended. Anyway, let's go to the next thing because we're going to talk to Steve Jarula very soon. So just before we talk to Steve, let's show you what Douglas decided to add in the box alongside the figures. So Douglas went out to the Walmart, got 2 of the figures, here they are. And then he added this in, which I honestly forgot that he'd found this or acquired it whatever quite a while ago. And I totally forgot about it. But this is an original fade in and out Ghostface mask. The hen's teeth of fade in and out mask is not the 2014 fade in and out, which you can still find. But even to my knowledge, there wasn't a fade in and out before then, but there was. This is it. So this is a very, I don't know, a beefy tag, if you want to call it that. And think of some of the scarecrows with the thick corrugated cardboard because of the weight they're holding. This is the same. Black and red tag, old style, original GhostFace font, and it has got the R in the circle here, not the TM. So it's not old, but it's old enough. Sadly, the mask on the end there has been probably price tagged over several times in its life, but an old black and red style corrugated cardboard tag, basically, with a big massive box, as you can see the thickness here. Big massive box saying "Try me." It's funny because this "Try me" is also on Dylan's forehead as well. Seriously. That stream the other week, he just took it off of the stream. But there you go, here's the back. "Try me, fade in and out. GhostFace." And trust me, this is, yeah, proper hen's teeth. I mean, it's hanging on by one barb. There's a thick wire that goes in the back of it. And it has lights. You see the little dot there? That's holding the light in inside. And there. On the other side. It needs some hair dryer. He's got a bit of a hair lip at the minute, as you can easily see. And I remember Douglas, I think he did at the time when he got it. He said, "Hey Tim, have you ever seen this mask before? This mould's really weird." And it is, the size of this thing, Jesus. It's really thick PVC vinyl, whatever it is. Really sturdy, similar sturdiness to a HHN, which are very sturdy if you own one or come across one. It does have an overall look of ASIS eyes, but however, the nose is something that we've probably never seen on another type of mask with regards to the mould of the nose. The mouth is similar to a reshoot, but on the back of the chin there is nothing, and you can just say EU China above the shroud there. Show them a size comparison to another mask. Yes, we will. Let's get an EU stamp or something. Jesus. We've got a lot of masks at the minute piled up because I've got some masks to send out next week. I've got set metallics to Northern Ireland. I've got more masks to America, more masks to the UK. It's starting to pick up to say it's New Year with regards to mask orders, which is very strange at this time of year. There we go. There we go. So what we got here? 2017 EU stamp. Okay. So 2017 EU. And look at it, it's bloody, it's like kid size compared to this. Just try and level them up. There you go. He's massive. Compare him to a, what's it called? Well, I think about it. Let's compare him to a scary movie, just see if there's a... Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, he's massive. So a smiley. Jesus Christ, he's sizable, he is. There we go. So a regular GhostFace mask, approximately 12 inches 30 centimetres. This one, shitting out, 38 centimetres, which is 14.5 inches. Gordon Bennett. That's a big sumbitch. The mask is so weird, that's a big one. That's what she said. Is this chat getting stupid again? You and I think alike, Tim. We do, Mr. Dillon, we do. How strangely large those are. These comments can be taken in such a different context to what the typed as, can't they? My, how big is that? Wow. So yes, regarding the original Try Me Fade In and Out mask, that is one big son of a bitch. See if we can get a look inside. Jesus God, look at the size of that label. That's not a normal size label. The thing is this says on the end of the label, which you're not going to see with this crappy camera, on the end of the barcode there it says TD, which is a reshoot mold. The thing is, shit, how are you meant to wear this? I hadn't even properly looked inside it. Shit. Oh, it's broken off. It's broken off. You get these like weird glasser things with bloody lights on them, and a foam pad in the middle of the eyes. Look, even got an elastic strap on it. And this, oh my God. Yeah, this is, Jesus, this is one of the weirdest masks I've ever fucking seen. Has it not got a TD underneath the... No, it just says EU made in China. Or EU China copyright. Well, the label describes this inside at least as a TD, which is basically reshoot mold, which I can believe it's possibly based off it a little bit, but it's just oversized. It's just a shame that something's just come loose inside of me moving it. God damn it. And it does have a switch in the little hole here, just there. Obviously you flip the switch and you press try me, and it obviously does what it did, but obviously the batteries are long dead. But this, to say that's TD mold, or some sort of TD mold, that is one of the strangest masks I've ever come across. I do remember Douglas first messaging me about this and have a look at it, and I saw that tag on it. I was like, Jesus. But these corrugated tags also came on the fibre optic types as well. They came in mostly bleed-in mask style packages with the fibre optics, and with these as well, same fibre optic mask or whatever it was, which is up in the loft at the minute. We've shown it on stream before. But yeah, it definitely needs a bit of hair dry, but this appears to be painted. It is, isn't it? I thought it was. It's a really glossy white, and he's got a painted finish all over the white. It looks like they painted the mouth in a grey before they're applying the black, because there's grey in the top of the mouth where they've not properly gone over it. So I think this is possibly painted twice over. Grey features on the nose and mouth and around the eyeliner, and then possibly painted on top in white and then gone over in black on the mouth and the nose and the eyes again. I think. I can't confirm that obviously, but you can see the shine on the mouth. But one very, very strange mask. If somebody had just put that up without the Y's or the tag on a picture and said what kind of mask is this, we'd be baffled. But very strange. Does have similar reshoot features. Jesus Christ. Let's have a look. Put you down there, mate, before we do any more damage to you. Oh, beautiful. Nice vanilla. Let's just put these back. Set scary movies and a set of metallics. Oh dear. The headphone wire just gets in the way all the time. Let's have a look. Crazy comparison, definitely. Okay, Reaper Shadows, no problem. I've never seen the fade in and outs. No, well, not that one anyway. The other fade in and outs are on the website. Dear me. Where are you? God, you know when you open an app on your phone, you'd expect it to work whenever you wanted it to, but it doesn't. Have a look at this then. Let's just tell it what we're looking at. There we go. So this is the current fade in and out. Well, 2014. Come back. There you go. So yeah, this is the latest fade in and out mask, which was 2014. These are still about with some websites, and Fun Will put this on Vimeo quite a while ago, and that's basically just what it does. So fade in and out just does exactly as it says. Nice green, and in the dark it just I don't know, it has an effect, I suppose. It's nice. I've got a couple of these, but they're up in the loft, and there you go. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Right, back to normal. Whipping out the measurements. I've got to catch up with this chat, I tell you. Thank you, Meggie. I found out Maggie's real name the other day. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? I said, you're serious? Not that it's a bad thing. I was like, shit, I never knew. All these years I've known of Maggie, I didn't know her real name. Well, since TD refers to the factory, perhaps that's the factory that made them. Yeah, more than likely. And if they did that, it would make sense as to why it looks somewhat like a reshoot. It looks like a hybrid cross between the reshoot T and N stamp, yes. That nose looked like N stamp all day long. A little bit. I have got the N stamp here, actually. We could always compare. Is it in this one? I did purposely drag it. Here we go. I drug it out the loft the other day on purpose because I wanted to have it to hand for streams and whatever. So it's just so bloody heavy. Let's just take the N stamp out of the bag to prevent glare and reflections and all the rest of it. So here's your N stamp against your just have a look at that close. It's hard to judge what the camera's seen unless I look at the other screen. So here's your N stamp. We need them side by side. Bear in mind this mask is folded a bit because the tag's pulling on it. Similarities with the nose? Maybe with the shape and the paint, but not the overall sculpt. The sculpt on this is very triangular. And then you look at Mr. N Stamp, and he's not as poignant with the triangle shape. It's similar though, definitely similar, especially with the paint. And then you look back at this again. Yeah, similar shape with the paint, definitely. The actual indent of the nose, small similarities. And I'll tell you one thing, Carrie Ann's still watching. This could do with one of your treatments. Jesus. Doesn't look too bad on this camera. Put the light on. But yeah, is he, yeah. The thing with this is, this has got holes in the top of it, where something was attached to it at one point with regards to a tag. I just really wonder what tag was on this sumbitch. I'm guessing it could have been ASIS or even a black tag ASIS for all we know. More than likely a purple one. But yeah, this was from Mr. Bartron. Here's your N. Surprised the camera's even picking it up there. But yeah, N stamp. One of the strangest and most unknown about masks in existence, I think. Apart from that one we just looked at. End stamps have always got mystery surrounded by him. Surrounded by him. Always surrounded with mystery. Let's get the words out. Always see new things on here. That's so strange. Hello, screen freaks. Oh, Mr. Burtbench. Well, you're here, are you? I got a bone to pick with you, you little swine. Is that Clive Barzilia? No, I don't want to glance back through the chat because I've seen what you put about my missus. Respect the missus, that's all I'm saying. Meggie is technically a nickname, never been called my legal name, not even at birth. Oh, okay. Love, like the KMB nose. Yeah, a little bit, yeah, a little bit. Send it, she says, send it. Yeah, your box is getting bigger by the day, Cavian, I tell you. It's getting bigger by the goddamn day. We do still have one of those spare as well. I gotta make sure I don't lose this, in fact, just to prevent anything happening. But yeah, we need to speak to Maggie's mum at some point and say, how come this is the situation with the name of your daughter? Yeah. There we go. Is that meant to be like that? Yeah, it is. Video. We're just putting the scythe back in. God, you fiddly goddamn thing. There you go. No, get back in, mate. Hey, God almighty. We're like a nightmare job boxing them up every day. Have you had a good day at work? Well, I boxed up 160 Ghostface NECA figures. Swines to box up they are. Okay. Can't wait to receive the box. Yeah, I know. I could use that safety light for my collection. Who is this? Can you tell me your real name? I can't remember all these usernames. Mr. Ghostface 93. Who's this? You told me the other day and I still forgot now. Right, let's bring up the Skype. It's time to talk to Mr. Steve Garula. Get the pronunciation correct. I always said Steve Garula, and it's not actually that, it's pronounced Garula. I did do a test call with Steve earlier, and thankfully all was fine. And hopefully we should be fine on this now. Let's get the right window here. Okay. Chris Goodwin, Chris Goodwin, yeah. Give me a private message regarding the safety light. I've got two here that are sort of spare. One is going to another fan when he gets paid, so I said okay, I'll hold it. And another one, I've got to double check, but I don't think it's going anywhere at the minute. Hello, Beth. Or as you say, Mr. Goodwin. I say Mr. to everyone. It's been commented on recently about me on Twitch as well. Someone will come in the Twitch chat playing Dead by Daylight and I'll say, hello, Mr. Rips, or Mr. whoever's, or Miss this or Mrs. that, depending who it is. It's just, I don't know, something I've done for a long time. You're not on Twitch tonight. Well, not while I'm doing this, no. Ghostface streams are always YouTube. I did do it Twitch, I think, last time, just to try and see what the summary would be like afterwards with the figures, but I tried to stick just to YouTube with Ghostface streams. Right, here we go then. Are you there? Let's make sure it delivers the message. Oh, it says he's active now. I should hope so. Here we go, he's typing. Don't want to come on anymore. Too many people in the chat. Oh dear. He didn't type that. Okay. Right, let's alter the screen. Got this really weird wishy-washy effect. And let's give Mr. Garula a call. Remember about the feedback, Mr. Steve. mute the stream if you got it on, and then you'll just hear me through the Skype call. He knows what to do. He knows what to do. Oh, we're going to get any display? Hey!
Hello.
Here he is. Hello, Mr. Chavula. Want to play a game? What sort of game is this?
I don't play any of your crazy games.
Look at that T-shirt. There's some bitch. He didn't have that on earlier. He didn't have that on earlier. Oh, yeah, that's it.
It was like 8 in the morning when you called me.
Is that what it was? Is that what it... Bloody hell.
Maybe. I don't know. It was early still.
What time is it there now? Are you like 8 hours behind me or something?
It is currently 2:16 in the afternoon.
Jesus. So you're 7 hours behind. I always go off
Yes.
New York time with RJ, and like with RJ it's 4:15, so it's 2:15 where you are then.
It is, yes.
Jesus Christ, man. Well, thank you for coming on anyway.
Well, thank you for having me.
And so that's all good. It's all good. There's, as we can easily see, there's some nice masks in the background. There are some stab posters, which has recently got framed, haven't you, Steve? Give us a bit of information.
Yeah, so I guess, we'll start with the stab posters there. A guy named Ryan Hills, I don't know if you've heard of him or not.
Sounds familiar.
He kind of, hangs around the community here and there.
Yeah.
But, he sent me a nice little gift box that I got in the other day, and these nice little prints were in there.
Uh-huh.
So, of course, had to jump right on Amazon and get a bunch of frames to go with them. And framed all those up yesterday and was moving everything around. This wall, this time yesterday, looked completely different than it does now. So I literally stripped everything off and have been redoing stuff down in here in my little nerd cave, as I like to call it, of goodies. Hanging stuff up and whatnot. So, those were a nice little gift from Ryan.
Off the original Screen 3 files as well, aren't they?
Yeah, so those are the ones that he, part of the files that he acquired of various Scream pictures and whatnot, the same ones where Douglas got his standee.
Oh, his standee, the RDS.
From. So got those from him. Mm-hmm. And also this little guy here was also in
Father
there.
Death.
And then I just put it didn't have, like, it wasn't the whole thing. He just sent me the insert for it as well, and I just threw a simple little Fun World robe in there.
Just to fill the bag. Yeah,
just to fill it with something, just so it's got something in it.
It does look the part, doesn't it? It does look the part.
Yeah, it works. So, it does its thing. So, and then got my various masks in behind there, which think you can see. I'll move it up just a little bit there.
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Come on, camera. Come on. There we go. So
there you go. Zombie, devil face.
Zombie, devil face I got from some guy. I don't remember who.
Some little UK son of a bitch. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, they're still hard to find in the USA. This is the confusing thing with devil face. They've been out, almost it'll be 4 years this year, yet they're still, in fact, with 4 years this year. They're still hard to find in USA.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm in Canada, so it's even harder here.
Oh, okay.
Like I have never seen them here in Canada so far, ever.
Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, maybe when they first came out, they may have had a small collection of them, like when they first came out.
Yeah. There was only two in a box. Yeah, in the USA, Canadian and USA, there were two devils in the selection box, and it was the same in the UK.
Yeah.
So when they got them, they like sold out
I mean,
quick.
usually here all we get is ultra whites, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Like even the fluorescents and whatnot,
Uh-huh.
and metallics and stuff. The newer ones of those, don't even see those around
Nothing at
either.
all.
So
Did
yeah.
you not ever see metallics when there was an exclusive to Savers then and Value Village and Unique stores? Because there's a few of them in Canada.
Yeah, back then I
So before you collected, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was before I collected.
Yeah.
At least GhostFace, anyways. I've only really been into that since probably March-ish. I'm still fairly new to the whole mask collecting thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, collecting in general. Like my room here is full of all sorts of stuff from every different, area you could think of, sci-fi.
Yeah.
And horror and Disney and you name it. But as far as the GhostFace mask collecting, yeah, still fairly new to that. Of course, right after getting laid off and during a pandemic is the perfect time to start, collecting masks.
Yeah, well,
I don't know why I decided.
it is
then,
what
but
it is.
Here we are.
It is what it is. End of the day, you've still got
so-
a good display there. I mean, you got a reshoot at the top there. You got an ultra white. You got the fluorescence. You got a T stamp.
Yeah.
You got, is that an EU on the far left behind you or right behind you?
So the EU there, and then I've got
The
the
mountain
other
up.
EU that's in here with this guy.
Yeah.
I have another T stamp in
Oh,
there.
nice.
I got a couple beat up of the older metallics,
Yeah.
and then the kid size scarecrow, and yeah, that's about it so far. None of the and then this guy, of course, can't forget about.
Oh yes, Mr.
Mr.
Silverchrome.
Mr. Chromie there.
Yeah.
So this one, luckily, I actually found this. This was new old stock that I was just out at one of the local Halloween stores this past Halloween, and they had 3 of them still in stock, brand new, still sealed and whatnot.
Yeah.
And package is a little beat up in some areas, just of course, with being stored and whatnot over the years. But other than that, little mark on the nose, but otherwise,
It's still a box mask
damn near
that's in.
brand.
Yeah, still reasonable condition. What's the chat say here? Looks great, all displayed that way. New setup looks great, says Meggie. How do you have them
Maggie.
hung? Oh, carry
I
on.
love Maggie.
Yeah, we do love Meggie. More Canadian Ghostface fans, says Dylan. Oh, I keep forgetting about it. Yeah, Dylan's a little swine, he really is. But it's all good. That's bloody unusual for things to be rare in the USA. That's more the case here, says Chris. Yeah, Chris is UK. Yeah, I can understand that, Chris. But they like the display. What does it say here? How do you have them hung up, says Carrie-Anne. I asked him the same thing earlier, Carrie-Anne, on the test call.
Oh yeah. So
He has them hung a nice way, actually. It's
I
okay.
still have them. Yeah. So I actually just they're hanging here. I'll just grab this guy. So I just have them just on the shroud, just with like little binder clips there. I just got a pack of these from the dollar store, and then I just got these little. They're those 3M removable hooks that you can stick on and then you pull to peel off. But they're these new ones that I found that you can re-stick them. So up to, I think it's like 3 times or something when you're first doing it.
Okay.
So you can like stick it on there and then pull it off if you need to readjust it and stick it back on until you kind of get it right.
Okay.
And then, so I just stuck a bunch of those on, measured it all out, of course, because my crazy OCD. So I was climbing up there with a tape measure and pencil. And
you can see it's symmetrical.
It all off and,
it is symmetrical. A lot of fans do exactly what you've done. They always measure. If it was here, the missus would be measuring because I'm useless with bloody tape measure. But it would be a certain way. And yeah, putting holes in the wall is always a big thing here. It's always a sticky pad, or as I've used with my suction cups in the past. But yeah, with this, I think you've done quite nice here. You got a
thank you.
reasonable collection in the time that you've been picking up masks. Definitely considering the prices of some of the mask listings these days as well. But yeah, I've got a nice mannequin there, haven't you?
Yeah, so I've got right beside here now. I've got Mr. GhostFace there in all his glory. So he's got his little another EU mask on, and his Scream 2 Sparkle robe. So this guy actually just upgraded him recently. I had a different mannequin prior,
right?
And he had kind of a weird, awkward, like, fashion pose thing going on. And it wasn't really Ghostface, like he's kind of had this like one step forward in his arm, and it worked at the time. It was a free mannequin I got from work, so I can't complain.
Something's better than nothing.
Yeah, so this guy's a little more, kind of menacing than, his striking a pose there like the other one. So yeah, I just recently acquired this one, again from work.
Yeah.
Luckily. And yeah, upgraded this guy and put the Sparkle robe again on him fairly recently. It's a PES one.
Public Enemy.
Yeah, Public Enemies, which I got off of I think it was the Scream Collectors group. I got it off of a gentleman off there. I can't remember exactly. I'm bored with that, but I think that's where I got it from, if I remember correctly. Prior to that, I just had another Public Enemies robe, which I have, but it's just the Scream 4, the non-sparkle version, which is what I had on there before. So yeah, I gave him a little upgrade as well.
Okay.
And yeah.
What did we have for metallics? You got a strange purple metallic, didn't you? What was it? Someone had decided to customize it, little swines.
Oh yeah, where's that guy here?
I do see a lot of that with some of these masks. Some of these people cut holes in the bloody mask just because to breathe or something. It's really weird, but we did do a call earlier with Steve.
So yeah, so here's the purple one you
stamp.
were mentioning. So yeah.
Yep.
So etched EU stamp, with nice little additional breathing holes for,
it's bloody criminal, that is. I swear it's criminal.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, and then it's also missing. It's got a little chip out of
Jesus Christ.
The chin.
Yeah, to let the sweat drain out. Yeah. So you got a label inside, Steve? Has it got a year on the label or anything?
Does. Yes, it does.
2011 or 12, I'm guessing.
It doesn't have a date on it.
Oh, 2009 then, possibly.
So it just has, Fun World Div, Easter Unlimited.
8501.
Made in China. See that there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you got 8501 there somewhere. Should be at the top.
Yeah, 8501.
Oh, that's okay. Thank God my memory's still working.
And then then my other metallic, who's also a little beat up. He's not as bad as the purple. He's got a little nick in the eye there, so as a result, he's kind of got this weird little
squinty eye
going.
Jeez, it's almost KMB, that bloody eye. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then this one's raised stamp.
Yeah, I always like the blue tone.
I don't think this one has any no tag or anything inside this one.
Okay, all right.
But
what year is
those are the two. Sorry?
Oh no, sorry. What year is your zombie? I'm just curious about that zombie.
I'm trying to remember.
It's like a 13, that does. The shading of it, the paint on it.
I want to say... let's see what it says. It's a 2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2015, but it's a 2016, March 2016.
Ah. That's when they were getting gits to find, they were. 2016, 17, 18, they were sods to find, but it's really light.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the lighter, which I actually like. I'm not a huge fan of some of the really darker
Mm.
ones. They almost look a little too muddy and gray.
You should see
I
the
like the
2020s. Yeah, they're like blue.
yeah, those like the real the new yeah, those ones are really really dark. But yeah, I liked the coloring on this one. It wasn't too bad,
Yeah.
and it
Nice
was a
shape.
little. I had to give this one a little bit of a hair dryer
Yeah. Yeah.
because it was a little wonky and smush when I did first. And most of these ones I've had to
Hair dryer.
reshape a little bit, but. And what else? What's
Let's see what they're saying on the chat.
See anything?
The mannequin looks sick, says Meggie. The mannequin was such a nice find as well. I find a female one in my area and had to snip the nips, if you know what I mean, says Carrie.
Oh yeah.
Nips. Jesus, says Dylan. If that's making Dylan laugh, that's a good comment.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Carrie
Ann's. Yeah.
Nipless.
My GhostFace was looking pretty busty. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a busty GhostFace.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Hey, I mean, could be Mrs. Loomis, I guess,
Yeah. Oh, right, we got a negative comment here. Sorry about that, Josie. That's my fault. I have basically, as a side note, I've basically been playing Dead by Daylight non-stop since watching one of your streams. At first I was like, how can this be 5 hours long? Now you understand. Yeah, you know what I mean? Whether it's Killer or Survivor. It could be Jill with regards to the dummy. Hey Steve, hey Tim from Jacqueline. Hello Jacqueline.
Hello,
Jamil.
Jacqueline.
The mannequin idea is brilliant. Wish I had more space for something like that, but alas. Dylan, God the Blue is beautiful. Metallic RDS would be sick. Oh yeah. The best zombie I've seen. Beautiful mask, says Jacqueline. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah. He has got some good masks. I mean, Steve's not been collecting long, but it's like Carrie Ann. They started about the same time, them two. But they've picked up good scores or grails or whatever you want to bloody call them these days. But what else is in the collection, Mr. Jarula?
Yeah, like most of these masks, actually, I was pretty lucky with most of them, and I actually found a lot of them this past Halloween on Marketplace.
Yeah.
For pretty decent prices.
Comes in handy Marketplace.
Yeah, and then a couple of them I had to get either on the Facebook groups and stuff like that. Or through various other collectors and whatnot. But yeah, for the most part, I've been pretty lucky with the masks. My latest mask, which I will show you, this one was actually kind of a surprise. I was not expecting this. And this came again from Ryan.
Mr. Hills.
Mr. Hills.
He said he was going to try and watch it live, but I don't know if he does. So I hope you're watching at some point, Ryan. I know he watches the streams back if he's not able to make it live.
Yeah.
So we'll be watching.
I know he was
at some point.
At work today, and he was going to try to hop on, but if not. But yes, so in this box, the box of goodies that I acquired with all these prints and whatnot in the bag, and a few tags and stuff as well that I got from him.
Yeah.
There was also this guy. So you might just think, okay, well, it's just another ultralight, but it also had this.
LOA.
So this is one of the 5 production masks that was recently sent out from RJ.
From RJ's Twitter, yes.
Yeah, from RJ's Twitter, from the giveaway that he had. And yeah, Ryan very graciously gifted this to me. So this is my latest mask that I received. So still have to figure out how exactly I'm gonna set it up and display it.
Yeah, yeah. You want to get a coated styrofoam head or something, or a styrofoam head with some sort of coating on it so it doesn't. But
yeah.
Curiosity, Steve, what's the label inside of that thing? Has it got a date on that one? I'm wondering what he sent to set. I know RJ sent a lot to set.
I didn't even look at that yet.
Yeah.
So the one thing I did notice, which is inside, which definitely makes me think that this was not one that was used on screen, because as we know, there's no way to determine and confirm whether any of the masks that were sent out were used on screen and whatnot. But this one still has the plastic stuff inside, like the fresh masks get. So just because that's in there, I'm pretty sure it wasn't used. This guy is an June 2015.
Oh, okay. I really wonder what's lying about his office sometimes. I really do. Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, Dongguan, Guangdong, China. Yeah.
Yep.
2015.
2015. This guy. And
so about 4.5 years into life, he gets to the boom set. Yeah, still got it in.
The plastic lining in there. So.
And Ryan just chucked it in.
Yeah,
I wonder if Ryan wants to give away some of his fluorescents. Ryan, you got any fluorescents?
I know he's not the biggest supporter of ultralights.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't want to say whether that may or may not have any.
It could have done. It could have done. If Ryan could have his way, and the same as many other fans, he'd have the EU stamps back in production tomorrow, and I'd probably be the same, and many of us would be the same.
Oh yeah.
Particularly with the vanilla smell, but yeah.
If I could get a vanilla scented EU, from the store tomorrow, I would be first in line. So.
Oh, Steve, I've got about 6 of them, But because there's a new movie coming out, Steve, the price goes up, you see, so that's $400, I'm afraid. Sorry, there's a new film coming out. $400 to you, mate.
Okay, so... and then it's every day it's an extra 20, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
The closer we get.
Yeah,
to the
that's
premiere.
it. You know the rates. My God.
Oh yeah.
You know the rates from these rip-off little swines on eBay. Yeah, but because there's a new film.
Then there's the international surcharge as well on top
of
that,
yeah.
Because you're shipping it to Canada, so that's got to be an extra.
I'll tell you what. Let's just make it 1,000 Canadian, and I'll include postage for you. Okay.
I will just sell everything off. Just
Yeah.
At that one.
Yeah, sold all of his collection just to get an EU stamp.
Yeah,
so that's dedication, you see.
Yeah. I know that's. I've been looking. I still would love to get, of course, a Gen 1 and Gen 2. Fearsome, whatever you want to.
Whatever they get called. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the feel of the month is. But yeah, anytime like lately. Just like I said, the prices are just ridiculous, and I just I can't bring myself to pay $1,000 plus for
I know
a $15 Halloween mask that's 30 plus years old, whatever. So
it's true, yeah. And then sometimes it's probably not always in the best condition, and it needs the carry-on treatment, but it depends. But
exactly.
Yeah, when you see them listed for 12 or 1,500, and you think, oh, it's just a bloody mask, and some of them have even got torn shrouds, holes in the shrouds, curled up streamers.
Yeah.
And you think, where's the limit? Where does it stop?
Yeah. It's top dollar for those,
It is, but I don't know. Oh, they say that all good comes to those who wait, Steve. So I don't know. Maybe one day a bargain may appear. There could be some hope.
Myself. If it's meant to be, I will find one. Some way it'll pop up, and if not, then where I'm at right now, I'm pretty happy with. There's definitely I'd love an RDS and a couple others that I'd love to add to the collection if
Yeah.
possible, but I'm not gonna, break the bank just to make it happen.
Yeah,
either,
yeah,
so.
yeah. Yeah, let's see what the chat says here. Let's have a look. Blah blah blah. Nice looking reshoot. Beginner's look is real in this hobby. It can be, yeah. That's an epic zombie, says Jamil. I would know, says Dylan, with his look. Yes. Welcome to screen collecting. Then, Jacqueline's welcoming Steve to screen collecting. Nice finds. Wow, very nice of Ryan. Happy for you. Display it on my shelf. What's he talking about, Dylan? Jamil says nice. I've just acquired a Gen 1 for my collection for a good price, says Cray. Bloody hell, Cray, you did well. I didn't send you a Gen 1, I sent you 3 metallics. What are you on about?
Send it my way then.
Yeah. Dylan again, look, my RDS is on its way. I don't know. What the hell next? Have you got anything in regards to the films themselves, DVDs, Blu-rays? You got anything?
Yeah, I've got all the Blu-rays of them, the various. The Canadian versions of them. I did actually. I'll grab it here. I did buy recently.
I do like them posters.
I was just talking to Maggie about this. I just bought this one from the US.
With the documentaries on it.
3-pack, yes, with the documentaries.
Yes.
Specifically for the documentaries because they were never released in Canada on any of the releases.
Yeah. Nor in the UK either. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just got that one just for, even though I already have all 4 of them on Blu-ray, the Canadian releases.
Yes.
I do have these guys as well. I just reacquired.
Nice.
I did have these on VHS originally.
That's got embossed letters.
Yeah, this was the very first time I ever got Scream was on VHS, just like this.
Bloody hell.
And yeah, I was talking to Maggie about this the other day.
Yeah.
I love the Canadian version because maybe if you can see it's
embossed.
It's got this this metallic.
Oh, that's beautiful. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
See, all these different versions are good for many reasons. One, the people in the countries can watch and enjoy them, and 2, you get the alternate styles on the packaging. Oh, that's brilliant.
And then Maggie actually noticed this on it too, is her eyes.
They're blue.
They're really blue. So you can actually see where there's like another layer of blue that they've put over top of the photo. So
I've never seen a video with Scream on the top of the video before. They've got Scream and Scream 2 right on the top of the video. I've never seen that before. The film titles. Yeah.
So that's the Scream 2 Canadian one. Is that the little
nice
Canadian rating on it? And these ones are also compared to the US ones. They're almost it's got more of a matte kind of finish than the glossy ones.
Yeah.
Like the American ones do.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't have like on the American one.
Well, it hasn't got GhostFace in the top left and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's little subtle differences, isn't there?
Yeah, a little difference, which is kind of neat. But yeah, I've got those guys. I've got the soundtrack on vinyl, which I got recently. I still have not opened it.
I've not opened mine either. I framed it and left it in the frame.
Yeah, I've got mine's just sitting there. Mostly because I don't even have a record player. So
just keep it sealed.
Play it on, even if I opened it. I mean, part of me wants to open it just so I can see the nice red vinyl on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
But
same as mine.
I have nothing to play it on anyways, and I have all the soundtracks on CD and like on streaming and whatnot anyway, so that's how I usually listen to them. So it's not like I need to listen to the
most of the
vinyl.
time
It's
these
just
days they stay closed, don't they, because you've got it all on computer.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I
have all 4 of them on my my Apple Music on my phone, so I just listen to them all
on
there. And then
No, it's all good.
And
It's all
this,
good.
Yeah. Last kind of guy
Uh-oh.
I got here. Oh.
We've lost video. Where's he gone?
Oh.
Uh-oh. There you go. He's
There we
coming
go.
back.
Then last thing I kind of got here. These
What's
are also
been
again
murders?
from Ryan.
Okay.
His replicas that he does. These are not, unfortunately, screen used.
Mm-hmm.
But so
Yeah.
Woodsboro Murders.
Is that the
book.
same book inside, like the terrorist, whatever it's called?
So yeah, yes and no.
Okay.
So this one, it is the same title of the book, but Ryan was, when he had sent me this one at first, he had mentioned that, because I guess there's two books with the same title, but they're not the same book. So when he was purchasing it, he thought it was the actual one, which it should be, but it ended up being this other one, which is it's a little thinner than the actual one.
Yeah.
But I do have a copy of the actual the terrace next door.
Yes.
One that they do use coming that I just purchased off eBay, so I can swap that out and put it to the appropriate size one. But
Woodsboro Murders.
This was
yeah.
Love this. This was always, I mean, this was one of the books that was always like that must have, you know, after first seeing it in Scream 2, it was like I always wanted one of those. And this was actually the first of many gifts from Ryan that he ever sent me was this this guy here. And then his other one, which I have, is the Out of Darkness.
Oh yes.
By Sidney Prescott, and this one is the actual correct book.
Yeah.
Inside, so same as the screen used ones. Or is it the Preacher?
Oh yeah, Preachers of Hate. Yes.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, I forgot about that.
So.
Maggie's just sent me a message, Steve, and it says this Canadian box set does include the documentaries. You'll have to ask her to see if she can send you the same images. She's probably listening. But yeah, apparently there is a Canadian version, and it's the front of the box set is two hands with a Ghostface mask inside the box set, so it looks like he's trying to prize his way out of the box. But apparently that's got the documentaries in, Maggie says.
Oh, does it? Huh. I've never actually. I know which box set she's talking about. Funny enough, I've never actually seen it.
I've not either.
Ever in stores here, ever.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't even know it was a Canadian release until recently, because I had never ever seen it in stores here. So I don't know if it was like just a limited release, or sometimes like certain certain stores get.
Yeah. The documentaries are just as good as each other as well. You got Scream, the Inside Story, and then the Anthony Mazie one. That's where you can listen to RJ and Alan Geller as well. But what we got on the chat here, let's have a look. Are you guys sure the documentaries weren't released in Canada, says Maggie. Then she's just messaged me on Facebook, so that's fine. Nice display, says Mr. Chris Jason. He loves your display. Because I have the Canadian Complete Screen Collection and this Blu-ray set has a bonus disc that clearly says documentaries on it. Oh, so Maggie's got it then. That's what she's just sent a picture of.
See, I didn't know that was ever actually
Canadian. Yeah, I didn't know it was Canadian release either. Now that Paramount has the franchise, I need them to release 4K discs, stacked complete with Dolby Vision and Atmos. Bloody hell, if only. Hello, Mickey. Jamil, the Canadian box set is real nice. The way he's almost crawling out of the cover, yes, it's an amazing box set, Maggie says. It's super cool, but even it's sadly like over $100 on eBay. Jamil's been looking. Bloody hell. But yeah, there did seem to be like a limited sort of run or release or whatever, because I used to look for every box set possible just to see the differences and what was included on the content. But yeah, you don't come across them too often. But Maggie sent me pictures. Maybe she could send them to you as well, Steve. You can see what.
Yeah, I
she's...
think my phone was buzzing, so I think she's
Oh,
sent
okay.
some my way too. So.
She's probably done it already.
Yeah, she's on it.
She spreads the love, does Maggie? She's got a couple of new videos out this week as well. Bloody hell.
Yes, she does. Yeah.
Okay then, Mr. Steve. Well, I still have your address. So, metallic mass-wise, metallic mass. What are your thoughts on ultra-white metallics? Do you want any for the collection, or are you not really fussed about them because they're ultra-white moulds? Bear in mind, I've got some spare mass sat here.
It's not even ultra whites that it's. I've honestly never been huge on metallics in general.
Mm-hmm.
The fluorescents have always been more
Yeah, yeah.
thing than the metallics.
Yeah.
And really the only reason that I got these two metallics was because they were $5 each on Marketplace. So I was like, hey, why not?
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't realize, the damage, on them. Because, of course, when you see the photo and stuff, they look, great until you actually get it. And it's like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it was $5. So, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
But yeah, metallics have, for some reason, they've just never really been my thing. I like the classic whites, and then the fluorescents have always, especially the green fluorescents have always been my favorite.
Uh-huh.
But I just love the greens. But
you sound like Clive Barzilia. Yeah, we can have a chat. Clive Barzilia, he loves all the greens. It's got about every shade of green you can get, apart from the earlier ones.
I wouldn't be against taking that red chrome behind you. You can for sure send that my way.
Oh yes, Mr. Chromie. He's just out of shot on this camera at the minute, but yeah, it's at the end of the day, that is something that could become reality for the simple reason being I've got a lot of white solid plastic GhostFace masks, and they do not sell quick. Now and again, someone will say, have you got any of them types? And I'll say yes, and they'll say, I want to customise one, blah blah blah. So, well, I've got them. If you want them, they're here. And then they never come back to me. So I've still got them, and it is possible to get it done again. It's just the process to do it is about 40 quid a bloody mask. And Clive de-shrouds them, obviously removes the tag in the eye mesh. And I don't know if he strips or even keys up the surface, but he goes to his friend and, he dips it in this, obviously, chroming stuff, and it comes back and it's brilliant. I did see a picture of it where the whole mask was just red chrome before he'd, done the mouth paint and the nose, etc., and the eyeliner. But, it's something that we could possibly look into again. It's just cost-wise, and like you say, maybe we could do some sort of deal, and it could be repeated. But I'd have to talk to Mr. Clive in the meantime. But yeah, there have been other colours mentioned, and there have been other suggestions, definitely. But with the recent announcement that the plastic masks are going to be disappearing, it's like, well, do you keep some white? Do you hold a couple of them back? Skellyface, that's another one as well. But I don't know. Any interest in Skellyface, I wonder. Then again, I've only got about 3 or 4, I think. But what did you think of Skellyface as a fan? Did you think it was okay?
Again, that wasn't one that I was really keen on. It was I don't mind like Devil and Zombie because they still are Ghostface.
Yeah.
And that's whereas Skelly is not really,
Yeah.
And so it's kind of, and
you got a Scarecrow, didn't you?
I do have a Scarecrow.
Mr. Scarecrow.
Somewhere. Where is he?
He's got the variant that I haven't got as well. Yeah, he got the variant. I've never had that one. The textured mask, but with a full burlap on the side. But that's a nice one.
Yeah, this one's a nice one, aside from it being really small.
Yeah. See, they were based off ultra whites molds as well. Yeah, they've just obviously notched it up a bit with the textured finish, which I quite like the finish on them, and they're quite nice.
Yeah, I actually don't mind the texture finish on it, but yeah, that's pretty much pretty much what I've got for Scream GhostFace wise. Aside, I mean, I've got a couple little figures and whatnot. I'm waiting still for my NECA figure that I pre-ordered. Not the ultimate one, but the one prior to that, the one that just has the phone and the
I'm
knife
waiting on the same one. Yeah.
Yeah, pre-ordered months ago, and it still has yet to
surface
release. But yeah, and then
what did you think of the sideshow? It's a very pricey figure, but
yeah, it's very pricey.
Yeah.
Same with that Mezco, the stuffy plush one.
Oh, the soft doll thing. Yes.
Yeah, the $96 or whatever it is one. Again, because the problem is, again, being in Canada, the American exchange rate is horrid right now.
Yeah.
And then you have to add on the shipping on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, this $96, figure works out to almost, 200 Canadian for a plushie. And I'm like, really?
Jesus.
Like,
is that what it comes out as?
GhostFace?
That's with shipping.
It was, with shipping and the exchange rate, it was something ridiculous, like close to 200, like almost, just under $200
Jesus Christ
for it. And I was like, because it was in something like 20 or $30 for shipping on top of it to here, and it was I was like, no.
You'll lay off that one. What's the chat say? Ryan's sending many masks out these days. LOL, Mr. Dillon. What have we got here? The Canadian box set, Paramount. Canadian box set's real nice. Where was it gone? I've missed one. It's super cool, but even it's sadly like over $100 on eBay. Oh, that was the box set. Jamil says you need the mummy mask also. It's nice. The mummy mask, aka wrinkled GhostFace. Steve, did I sell you that?
Did you sell me what?
Did you sell him what, Dylan? Sideshow is always pricey. Oh yes, Sideshow is pricey because it's good quality figures, isn't it? I did talk with RJ the other night, and I said, on the Sideshow site there was the 6th scale figure and the 3rd scale the amount, and he goes, yes, that's correct. So there are 2 Sideshow figures coming in time.
I got an email from them last week or something about
the 3rd scale.
Another one,
Oh, he says, did he sell you the Scarecrow, Steve? Dylan?
No. I got the Scarecrow one here from a lady like 20 minutes away from me. It was a local purchase. A local find on Market. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It came with the whole costume. Like, it was the full thing.
Oh, okay. The full costume pack.
The kids,
Yeah.
The kids' costume and whatnot. So, but the costume was pretty worn and dirty and well loved. So I just kind of threw that in a box aside, and because
My God, we need to start carry on doing a cleaning business, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, Dylan says I sold one this past year. Forgot who to. Okay. Are we caught up on that? Right, we're caught up on that. Okay. You want to give us a little whiz round of your laptop there, Steve? What else is just... I know you've got other GhostFace merchandise, but let's have a little...
Just of the rest of the room? I can show you,
how big is it?
Which way? Let's go this way.
There you go. Whoa, look at all them bookcases. I just wondered, with it being your little cave, so to speak, look at all them DVDs. Whoa.
There's... I got...
It's a proper collector's room, this, isn't it?
Yeah. Some Doctor Who.
Daleks, TARDIS. Yeah. Nice. Proton Pack. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Proton
Baywatch.
Pack. Like I told you, I've got all sorts of more pops.
Yeah. The almanac from Back to the Future. DeLoreans.
Yeah.
Hoverboard, you some bit. Oh, my God.
Hoverboard, some air mags.
Oh, nice.
And then
there's the mask in the middle of it all. Yeah.
Then,
it's beautiful. Buzz Lightyear and Woody as well.
More more stuff. That's the
Ooh.
other 2 prints that I got from
Oh, from Ryan, yeah.
Ryan there.
Father
Yeah.
Death and the stab one.
And then,
Power Rangers. Shit, look at it all.
and then, yeah, more stuff. I got all sorts of, yeah. There's
Jesus
more. This is the rest of my
Christ.
little,
Look at this.
my little horror.
He's lied
my
about
horror
this
stuff.
being a small room. Look at it all. It goes on forever.
So that's, yeah.
Oh, that's a
About-
beautiful room. That I love the grey as
about
well.
it.
I love the grey.
So, yeah.
Jason Mass Myers, Chucky, Power Rangers.
Yeah, Chucky, all sorts of.
Oh, was
Like I
that a
said, I
picture?
have all sorts of different.
Jesus. Oh, he got a Movie Maniacs figure as well, McFarlane. Jesus. Uh-oh, hope we haven't knocked him out of range. Oh, there we go, he's back again. Oh, nice. It's a proper little
all sorts of.
nerd cave, as you call it, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah. All sorts of goodies there.
Please tell me that's a Proton Pack.
What?
Was that a Proton Pack I just saw?
Yeah, there was.
A Proton Pack. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And the trap
It's
as
just
well.
the. Yeah, the trap, and I got the. Where is it here?
Nesco figure. Oh, the PKE.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That's a proper little nerd cave, it really is. Lightsaber.
My lightsabers.
Jesus.
Fun.
Mezco figure.
All
Bloody
sorts
hell.
of things.
Jesus. Well, if I'm ever in Canada, Steve, I hope to get a full tour.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If I'd love to
charge
do that, you know.
admission,
Will you charge admission? Oh, I don't know. I could probably bribe you with an EU stamp. Oh, God.
Maybe for you in HHN.
Oh, you're getting below the belt now, you little son of a. I've only got 4.
Oh well, that's three too
Well,
many.
you know, number 11248 are going to be staying. The other 2 are store bought, and one of them's already halfway out the door. So I've only got one more store bought one after that.
That's fine. I got no problem with that.
I know you haven't. If I'd shown you a picture I was sent the other day of this son of a bitch that's got 17 of the sods and he won't sell any of them, that would make you sick, I tell you. All still in the original bags, all ponging of vanilla, 17 of them, and he won't let one go. And here's me, I've had about, I think, 5 or 6 at one time, and I'm down to 4 at the minute, but yeah. I don't know. But if I ever did visit another fan, I'd definitely take some special mass over and I'd show him like the golds or whatever. And yeah, I'd love to see somebody else's nerd cave, man cave, or whatever it happened to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no, you got some good stuff. Thank you for sharing it with us, and thank you for coming on.
No worries.
And
No worries. Thank you.
keep us up to date with the latest requirements on the groups, etc. And yeah,
For sure.
by all means, mate. I have got your address, and I've got something in mind that's not metallics, but I'll give you a message about that. Okay. Just as a
Okay.
thanks for coming on and saying hello and participating on the stream. Okay, you'll be
Sure.
excited,
Anytime.
don't worry. But thank you, sir. Let me check the chat before we go. Let's have a look. Thanks for the love for Cut Too Deep in the recent... Oh, thank you, Richie. Yes. In case anyone is interested, Minty Authentics is having a Nev Campbell signing soon, and you can place pre-orders and send items to be signed. Oh, okay. Thank you, Josie. Invisibility cloak and sorting hat. Oh, was that in his room?
Oh yeah, I have the
God, someone's got eagle eyes. Now that's what I call a man cave, says Luke the Dead Zone. Yeah, you're damn right. I'll take all those HHNs, Tim. Thanks, says Zach Bartrott. No. HHNs.
I think Zach has enough masks.
Yeah, Zach's got enough. He was the original finder with the end stamp as well. Where's my gift, says Dylan. This is your gift, Dylan. This is your gift. Ready V sign. Yeah, that's it. Wind it up. No, Steve. I've got different reasoning with Steve. Anyway, Steve's a frequent, regular viewer of the stream as well. But I'm sure there's a few people here that are also. But even so, I've got a different reason for Steve that I'll talk to him about later. But yeah, thank you, Steve, for participating. We shall let you carry on. What is it there now? It must be 3:05 there, yeah?
Yep, you'd be correct.
There you go. Well, have a good afternoon, sir. Thank you for coming on. Please
No worries,
continue to
anytime.
watch in future. Cheers,
Sounds
Steve.
good. Thanks.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Ghostface is watching. Ghostface is watching. Back to the main. Ooh, look at that weird effect there. Look at that weird effect. We've got another private message. What's this? Oh, it's Big Baz. It's Big Baz, man. Big Baz, Auf Wiedersehen, pet. He's keeping well, which is good to hear because COVID's still bloody in force here. Okay, we got the right thing on there. But yeah, Steve Girula there, pronounced the name correctly. To say he's been collecting, what, 10 months now, he's got a good little collection there. And the rest of that bloody man cave, Jesus Christ. It went on and on, didn't it? It was like a U-shape sort of. And he said earlier on the test call, oh, it's just in my basement, and all I saw was the view behind him, and he showed me like the scarecrow and the metallic mask that he got. And excuse me, dinner's coming up, and I just thought, God, to say he's been collecting for such a short time, he's actually accumulated some decent masks for decent prices. But as we all know, prices on masks these days are just getting bloody over the top. So I think he's done really well. But yeah, these HHNs and the EUs, we keep getting asked about them. But yeah, the EU stamps, I don't know what to do with EU stamps. They're that bloody rare now. When I spoke to RJ the other night, I was so close to saying, you know, will we ever be getting EU stamps again? But then he got a call come through and, you know, he had to hang up. But I really hope with the future of the Screen 5 merchandise, or whatever the film ends up being called, that EUs make some sort of return, because RJ knows as much as we moan about it. He knows damn well that that type of mask is very much missed, which it is. But whether there's more to come, I'd love to think there should be, and we'd want them and they'd sell. But, you know, will they return? Is it so easy just to press a bloody button or make a call or send an email and say, look, for this particular reason of this merchandise, we need to put this mould back into production? But, yeah, it's missed just as much as the Fantastic Face and moulds now, Gen 1, Gen 2s, whatever. I must say, it's the amount of people that remark about EU stamps these days, and to think that in the past, when you looked on eBay and weren't sure what a mask was, people would always say, what's it say on the chin? And they'd respond, if you was lucky, with Funworld Div, and most of the time you get a response saying, oh, it says Easter Unlimited ink made in China. People would be like, oh, okay, thought it was a Gen 1, thought it was a Fantastic or a Face. And now they're disappointed they can't get the EU stamps, you know. It's funny how it comes round in a circle. But yeah, Big Baz, Rob Weaver, Big Baz, he just sent me a message on Facebook. He sent me a picture of his dinner. He said, oh, look at this. I said, what? You know what Big Baz is like. But yeah, Bone. Yes, Mr. Burtbench, is he still here, Mr. Barzilia? I see that you recently posted a mask on the groups, Mr. Clive, and it said... thanks to Sean Cadlick for this particular mask. What about the arsehole that sent you a high quality image so you could get the details right? What about the arsehole that sent you an image? It's going to be good, you cheeky bastard. No, in all honesty, that Clive, for some very strange reason, back, I think it was late 2011, Entertainment Weekly sent me an email on the GhostFace site, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought it was just, you know, I thought, I'm not subscribed to the newsletter or anything, what is it? And they just said, oh, hello, just, you know, we noticed you're a fan site, GhostFace, blah, 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 have some high quality images. I was like, what? And I, yeah, clicked this link and got these images. I was like, Jesus Christ. And there was all these super high quality Screen 4 stills, one of which was the bloody Ghostface that he was asking about. But you don't see that picture often in the quality I managed to attain it, but I never expected it and never even asked for it. So that's what surprised me when I got that email years ago now. I didn't say not to mention the image, I said not to share the image. Yeah. You know what, Clive, it don't matter. It don't matter. At the end of the day, the job you've done, as always, is to a good standard. He's a son of a bitch, that Barzilia. But you know how many people keep asking about this thing now, Clive? This red sumbitch here. You know how many people bloody say, "Oh, any more of them coming up?" I mean, at the end of the day, it's not my friend that does this, is it? It's one of your mates. But yeah, the amount of people seriously that have started asking about this red. But I definitely think it was the right colour to do when you asked me. And I'm yet to get RJ's response about this. I've sent him pictures of it twice and said, you know, what do you think of this? This was a white mask, you know, a few months ago. And he's just too busy as always. He has got a lot going on, he really has. When I spoke to him the other night, Jesus Christ, it would just go. And yeah, not a lot of people always recognise this one either. With the foam in the top of the streamers there. Foam pad down to where the stitching is there. And obviously on the other side there's your stitching line. But yeah, this, we only ever been able to find 2 of these in time as well. But I always wonder what it would be like to see chrome effect on an ultra white. Would it be possible, Clive? You're the man that knows about the materials of the masks and what they can handle with regards to the paint. So do you think an ultra white could ever be chrome, Clive? That's the question for you. I'd love to see one chrome just to see the difference and how the you know, the chroming effect would adhere to it, even if it would. But yeah, Clive knows a lot more about me than that sort of thing. But even so, yeah. But I mean, like devil face is plastic. But maybe we should just get the end stamp chromed, eh? Bloody, there you go. Bloody streamers are getting in the way. Want there something in this box we was going to show? I can't remember now. Oh, there you go. Is Carrie Ann still watching? HHN. Oh, there was something I was going to show. What the hell was it? What the hell was it? Oh, I know what it was. I know what it was. There we go, here's one. Here's the other. You recognise that, Mr. Bartron? I hope Mr. Bartron's still here. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there was another little thing as well. There was another little thing that Carrie Ann mentioned on one of her videos the other day that got me thinking. Here we go. Okay. Couple of last things to finish up on then. What we've been going? We've been going 1 hour 48. We're actually doing good, actually. I need a HHN2. Ah, don't we all? Don't we all? Oh, only on hard plastic. Okay, Clive. Okay. Yeah, there it is, Mr. Bartron. There it is. You sent it years ago, and it is still here, and it will remain here as well. So, this needs some bloody hair dry. Look at the state of this. It's got a folded head like Carrie Ann's end stamp. Carrie Ann's was in half like that. This one's always been folded just here. So in recent time, among the world of collectors, particularly with Facebook groups, we have noticed differences, although we haven't noticed differences, but a chap called Wade noticed differences. So the differences that were noticed in recent time is, number one, I haven't got a cryptic gauze mask here, but which is a shitter, but you know, there are actually 2 moulds of T-stamp. A T-stamp, which is a standard one that everybody knows, which is the normal T-stamp on the chin, but also there is another alternate T-stamp which has been used for the cryptic gauze mask. When you compare images side by side of the mask displayed just like this, and also with the chins, there are notable differences. I always thought the cryptic looked weird, but I never really looked into it much. But sadly, cryptic gauze does not exist under this roof, at least. And when they do exist, of course, they're rip-off price. But something that does exist in this house under my roof, or the Mrs. roof, I'll say, is another thing that's been noticed again by Wade. Now Wade noticed there were subtle differences between HN masks, particularly on the back of the chin. When you start looking at the back of the chins of HNs that you own, you may see the same differences in your own collections if you've got a couple of HNs knocking about. So differences that have been noticed by Wade and his brother, I believe, Joe. If you can see here, let me turn this off. I don't think you're going to be able to see. You can just about see in the shadow in there. You see the HN in the middle of the mask chin, and the Easter Unlimited goes round in like a half moon at the top of the chin. I don't think it's going to be that detailed on stream, but I have got another image on the computer we could bring up, I suppose. But mainly we've got a big capital H and N in the middle of that, in the chin there. So half moon Easter Unlimited ink at the top, a little bit of a curve on the Made in China at the bottom, but not much of one. And then you go to another HN, and the HN you can only just see on the camera there is much smaller in the middle of the chin there, and the Made in China is more of a curve on it rather than being straight, and the Easter Unlimited ink at the top of the chin is a hell of a lot more curved as well. So in a nutshell, as they say, we have two types of HN. Now to look at them side by side, you can possibly see little differences. The eyes are actually quite close, but they are not the same. You see differences in the nose, you see differences in the mouth. Just trying to get them level. But it was always believed just among fans that HNs were just HNs. You had HN Fantastic in the early years, and then you had what was sadly wrongly named on my site as a HN Fearsome, which is not, which is this. The picture on the site it was. I've adjusted the image on the site now, but this is a standard HN. This came in the clear packaging, part of a costume I believe, and this was called the GID long face mask on the Fun World label there that they stuck on. See, I've even labelled it wrong. It's not a Fearsome HN, it's more an ASIS era, which actually gets proved with regards to this one, this tagged one. This is the other HN, of course. This actually has it on the end of the barcode there, HN. I hate this damn camera. We're going to have to get something better. But yeah, HN on the end. Not all HNs have that thing on the barcode, which is weird, but still, HNs are HNs. You can't mistake them on the chin. But this one, look at the inside of this. I don't know what the hell happened to this. Look at all that. It's like somebody had had a cup of tea in between pulling it off the mould or something. Oh, I forgot about that bloody mask. Oh, go and pull it off, see if it's usable. Look at all that. I don't know what that's all about. And the inside of this one, this I'm guessing this is what it should be like on the other one. Just nice and plain, as it should be. My end stamp was folded in half as well. Yeah, loads of end stamps are folded in half. I think it's because they were part of a costume at one time. I think. Don't know for sure. But yes, notable differences on HNs and alternate T-stamp in recent finds among collectors, particularly on Facebook. So HNs, back you go mate. There were two different moulds. This will all be going on the new mask page, which is again still in progress. I did do a couple of images specifically about the T-stamp differences and fantastic Gen 1s and Gen 2s and the HNs the other day. A couple of the images have gone on the Facebook group that I've opened up now. But yeah, this chap's always been in this bag. So that's why he's always been folded, because he's just been in this bag all his life. But Cavian Doolittle recently purchased some metallic masks on the black and red old style tags before they've gone to the new logo style. And as she was going through her video and going through these masks, she was expecting one of her masks to be a 2012, because that's mostly known when the raised EU stamps on the back of the chin came into force. 2012 there was everywhere, but it does seem that 2011 there were some about as well. So this particular mask is April to June 2011, and this is one of 3 that RJ had sent in recent months. There's nothing, no, there's nothing inside, no signature, no nothing. He didn't sign it or anything, not with biro, not with marker, not with silver Sharpie he sometimes uses. But I looked at this and I messaged RJ. I says, RJ, what have you sent me here? And it says, oh, those were early prototypes. I'm not going to try and do the accent. I says, early prototypes? I says, I was going to say, because the raised EU stamps on the metallics didn't come in force mainly until 2012. But it seems that in 2011 some was out there, because Carrie Ann's ended up with a couple of them. So these ones RJ sent, he sent me 2 green and a red just randomly. And when I first looked at these and saw the manufacturer, I thought, what the hell are these doing even existing? The 2011 on the tag, is it tagged wrong, or was there actually some about in 2011? That's when he said prototypes, and I thought, well, maybe that's what it is. So for whatever reason, it's always been believed among the fans that 2012 to 18 was the years of metallics with the raised EU stamps, but it now looks that it was 2011. There was just a few out there, and then 2012 there was just more out there, and that was the main ones that did for metallics. So this green here is just one of a prototype, he said. Then another prototype, another green, and then of course everyone's favourite colour that was long discontinued now. 2012 was the year this stopped, was the red. But people always seem to prefer this mould of metallic after the EU stamp now. You ask anyone if they want metallics on an ultralight mould now, they're not too fussed. But yeah, the metallic red, the hen's teeth of metallic colours has got to be a red, unless you want to go back in time to the MKs when they first came out in the late 90s, which was a silver and a very vibrant red. I've never ever seen them among fans. But this is same again, you know. April to June 2011, just about make it out there with the camera. And I was like, this, you know, in a way this shouldn't even exist. But oh no, it's a prototype. It's a prototype. I said, okay. So prototype red, 2 prototype greens, no sign of a blue or purple. I know, I think he just picked them up randomly and chucked them in a box, which is something he's done quite a lot of in the past. But I didn't even know these were coming. This was about 5 months ago. And I just looked at them for signatures or just for something inside them, because they were normally write number 1 of something, or number 3 2011, or number 4 of 2011, and there was nothing. So I messaged and says, oh, just while I've got you on WhatsApp, can you just tell me what these metallics are you've sent? And that's when he just said that it was prototypes. And I says, oh, okay, just because I wondered, because there were 2011 dates and not 2012. So it seems that some 2011 metallics did make it out there into shops on the raised EU stamp, but the majority of them would have been the EU stamp. But it wasn't until 2012 that there was all raised EU stamp, and then up to 2018 that's when they stopped and it went to the ultralight mould, and that's the metallics we got today, sadly. But at least we still got metallics in some form. Mine does have holes on top of the head, including indicating that it had a head tag. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the end stamps, yeah, one of the biggest mysteries of the end stamps is, what the hell did they come on? And it was said in a group quite a while ago now, what does it really matter what tag they come on? In some respects you think, well, yeah, fair enough, mask is a mask. But yeah, there's, on the end stamp I've got, there's holes in the top of it that go through the streamer, you know, the overlay, the shroud, the bit you can peel back basically of the streamers. They always go through the top of that, through the back of the mask, and out the back of the shroud at the back of the mask. That's how they normally tag them. And yeah, many of the end stamps that have come across other fans' collections, they've got the holes in them. I don't know if Carrie Ann's has. I know there's somebody that says, oh no, mine's got no holes, which makes me think maybe it was part of a costume package at one time. But yeah, the ones with the holes, you always think, God, If only we could go back in time and just see what tag it had on it. But who knows? Who knows? Let's just put these back in. But yeah, Mr. Bartron, he sent me that a long time ago. Original fearsome. The original tag. What's this one? Oh, ASIS fearsome. Some of these fearsomes got really nice shape. I just wish I had more room to put the damn things up. Is this an EU? Yeah. This was found in New Jersey in about 2019, I think it was. A mate of mine was ever visiting relatives in New Jersey, New York State, and he took a picture of these masks in the shop. Says, "Oh, I thought of you when I saw these." And there's like 4 or 5 ASIS tag masks. I goes, "Grab the bastards." He says, "You what?" I says, "Grab the bastards." I says, "I'll pay Parry the money." I says, "Just get them." I says, "Whatever they've got, pull them all off the peg." And he did that. This was another one of them. This is a T-stamp on the old ASIS tag. And the tags, I don't know where these have been stored in the past or whether they've been out all year round in the shop over the years, but the tags have sadly got some light pink in the middle there where it's got damp, I think, and the tags to touch are like slightly softer, like they've got damp over the years. This is just another ASIS EU stamp. This was UK. Oh, there you go. This is what we dug out the other day. One of the hen's teeth of the reshoots is the Mask and Kate costume. When the reshoots first came about to existence, it's believed that this may have been the first instance of a reshoot. Let's just put these back in here first. We'll put that back on top. But all these masks are all individually bagged, just in case. And I do have silica gel sachets in the bottom of this box as well. Because on rare occasion, if this has to go into the loft, I don't want anything happening to these masks, which is why most of the time they are down here in this spare room, well, spare room, little box room. But yeah, this sumbitch here, the hen's teeth of reshoots has got to be metallic reshoots, and this little swine. This Mask and Kate costume did come with other types of mask as well. I think there was an EU or possibly a fearsome. I can't remember which one it was, but the tag on this is bloody massive. Bloody massive. 44-inch cape, it says. 111 centimetres. Is that actually... Oh no, it's a sticker. So this was actually originally UK stock because you got the Palmer there, which is a UK distributor, Palmer Agencies. Still doing it these days. But yeah, this thing, I think I battled for this. I mentioned this on another stream before. I think I got this for about either 45 or 55 pounds after battling with the bids in about 2012, 13, somewhere around there. Just folded the hood back. But this is essentially like a deluxe hooded fearsome or Gen 2. It's got the same point at the end there. Very thick padding. I mean, I've folded it back on this case. But there you go. The mask does sink in when you fold the hood, but it is the same type of hood as you see on some of the deluxe Gen 2s or fearsomes, whatever you want to call them. And yes, it is a TD mould. Very glossy mouth, glossy nose as well, and the squinty eyes always give it away. But yeah, believed to be one of the first versions of TDs that we ever saw was this particular type, and this one hasn't been chopped. It is actually a long cape, but many of these deluxe style hoods from the past always seem to be chopped around the seam line here. Even with this one here, this is the same thing. Got the point on the hood there, but that's, I mean, that's on one of Ryan's tags, but that's more likely what the tag would have been it came on anyway. But yeah, these particular sumbitches now, I mean, if I said on this stream, oh yeah, who wants this, I'll sell it, there'd be a battle for the damn thing because you just don't find them anymore. That's where the old lady down the street that had grandkids years ago that are now grown up comes in handy. You say, oh yeah, we bought them this Halloween costume and they never wore it, it's just been sat in the loft, and you go, oh yeah, really? How much then, Granny? Granny goes, I don't know. £20, love. And you snap a bloody hand off. Not literally. But yeah, grab the damn things. Hey up, something's beeping. Dylan Cloud sending me messages. What are you sending me that for, Dylan? Aye, right then. Sold, says Chris Goodwin. Yeah. I second what Steve said. I'll take all the mass you don't have room to display. I did see that comment actually. There's got to be at least one out there somewhere that's still on the tag. Yeah, regarding an end stamp. You know, the day that happens, Jesus Christ, man, it'll go fucking nuts. If that's an eBay listing that appears one day, it's just some random seller, that'll go absolutely nuts. And whoever gets it, if it does happen, they'll be straight to the groups posting it. Well, they'll either do one or two things. They'll go totally silent and not say one word. Or, more than likely, they'll go straight to the nearest bloody collector group, whatever group it is. Look what I've got. Cost me $18.50. Piss off. You know, it'll be one of them where, you know, somebody really didn't know what it was. Garage sale or something, or, you know, get really lucky. But yeah, there must be an end stamp out there somewhere with some sort of tag on. Must be. But yeah, a lot of end stamps, as they said, they were folded in half. It's just the way they were. A bit like that HN in the bag there. I think that's how a lot of them was. But yeah, well, as I said though, Steve and Maggie, you know, in all seriousness, if I could find a 77 Trans Am like Smoking the Bandit, that's probably one of the only things I'd love to own that I'd actually depart with a special mass for, or probably quite a bit of my collection for. Like the Tag Fantastic with Stanley and Allen and RJ signature on, I'd seriously consider departing that mask out of this house if for two reasons. One, a serious financial situation where I had to sell it for whatever reason, and two, if I could get a roadworthy, running, reliable 77 black Trans Am. I really would. Tag mask against a Trans Am. Yeah, I'd always loved Ghostface, but Smokey and the Bandit's my favourite film. And that car, as soon as I saw it in that film as a youngster, I had to have that car, and I've never got one. I've got a die-cast version of it, and that's all I'll ever have, I think. But yeah, in all seriousness, if I come across a Trans Am and someone said, oh, well, I don't really want this Trans Am, but I love Ghostface, I'd say, well, maybe we've got a few masks that we can trade for, mate. I really would. I really would. How many masks do you have in your collection? I don't know. It depends what you mean with collecting. I mean, you got to take into account there's a big box at the side of me here, what these little plastic boxes are sat on. That's got about 70 masks in it. But that's what I bought from Halloween from the distributor to let other fans have if they want them. Collection masks and masks that I've accumulated from the distributor, there's probably almost 400 masks in this house. That's a guess. Masks that are staying in the collection, I've got no idea. Probably 280, 300 odd. You need to get your Mustang. No Mustangs. No Mustangs. I don't mind a Mustang, but no. I've got John on it, Tim. However, getting it to you might be the tricky part. It's true. I mean, end of the day, shipping on a Trans Am from America to UK is probably going to be £2,000-3,000, as it, you know, UK pound. But no, seriously, if somebody just by some weird, strange chance pops up one day, says, "Oh, I've heard that you was after a Trans Am because I've always wanted a Tag Fantastic, a Tag Fearsome," and I was like, "Oh, really?" But yeah, a Trans Am, roadworthy, running reliably, and in very good condition. And there may be people out there that know of Trans Ams and ones that are for sale. So yeah, you'd have to do all your collection and then a lot of money just to get one of them even close. Maybe so. But yeah, if I could get something that needed a bit of work and it was reliable and usable, I'd really think about a Tag Fantastic departing and a Tag Fearsome, original Tag Fearsome. But because I've got a couple of them, but not many. But yeah, carry on with the Mustang. Yeah, everyone's got the taste. Everyone's got the taste. I've got no problem with Mustangs, but a Trans Am I've always wanted. Black Trans Am. And I hate black cars because they just attract the heat. But a Trans Am, because of what it was in the film, I'd always have one. Always have one. What's this? Hang on, I'm getting messages here. Oh good. Yeah. I'm not going to say who's messaged me, that's private. Okay. Right, we need to end this then. People have sent me a message, I'll get back to you, don't worry. I got a sweet white Mustang I've recently acquired. Minor scrapes and brushes, but worth major dollars and cents. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what then, Calvin. Do it up like you're continuing to do. Sell it. Get a Trans Am with it, and then we'll talk, okay? We're talking number 11 HHN, still in the bag, pogging and vanilla. We're talking store-bought HHN, tag fantastic, tag fearsome, and maybe something else. All the hen's teeth of GhostFace masks. And maybe one of the reject tester silver metallics. Because honestly, you're not going to see them anywhere. But again, it's not going to happen. No one's going to say, oh, by the way, that Trans Am, I've got one, but I want this mask, that mask, that mask. You know, it won't happen. But in all seriousness, I really would consider it. Like some people have said in the past, oh, I'll offer you $1,000 for your Tag Fantastic. I say, well, no, because that's what I paid in the first place. Since then, I've got it signed by Alan, Stanley, and RJ. Sadly, as we know, and it is sadly as well, we lost Stanley in August 2020. But which is always shit. But yeah, to even make me think of considering to get rid of that signed Fantastic, yeah, it would have to be something very special, like the Trans Am in my personal interest. But this chap here, bloody hell. Come out, mate. Yeah, it's just I haven't shown this on stream for a little while, but yeah, this is what makes this even more special. Alan, RJ, and Stanley just here. To be honest, the mask, the overall look, needs serious hairdryer, and it needs a carry-on clean, as I'm going to call it. And this needs to be protected at all times if it ever did have a clean. The sad thing with this is the streamers not bad. There's some looseness there, but they're a bit stiff, a little bit. But the rest of it, it's starting to get sturdy, if you can even call it that. It's a bit stiffer on the rest of the shroud, and it's like that obviously because of how it's been stored in its time existing. And you look at this Fantastic in the background here, just at the end of the finger on the camera there. The shroud on that is exactly the same as this material wise, but it's flexible just like this t-shirt is. It's like the age has just not bothered it, but this one, it's a little bit stiff, so there's a downside. At the end of the day though, this is a genuine Tag Fantastic, but just who signed it now makes it even more special. It's just, it needs some serious hair drying, and sadly it does have a mark on the forehead. You see that sort of spot here? I don't know if it's glue that dripped on it at the factory, but something went on it. Probably see it in the light. But there is a little marking. So sadly it's not the most perfect Gen 1 out there, and I've seen many Gen 1s that look way better than this. But to me this is always special anyway, and it was to Douglas as well, because Douglas owned this before me of course. But yeah, to even consider getting rid of it, it'd have to be something serious offer wise, and not necessarily a mask. But yeah, 77 Trans Am I've always been after. If I ever owned one before I die, I'd be very surprised. It's amazing, really, because you think the amount of people out there, USA alone, that have, even in the UK, people that have got, people have got them, they run them, they use them, take them to shows or whatever they do. But yeah, I don't think it'll ever happen to me, sadly. You have good taste, my friend. Oh, thank you, carry on. Yeah, no, it's Smokey and the Bandit's my favourite film. It's just, yeah, I've always wanted that goddamn car, but it just seems impossible to attain. Particularly if I told you what I earn a year, which I'm still furloughed on my job at the minute. My wage is absolutely pathetic compared to what the missus earns. And if it was down to me, if it was down to my wages as if where we lived, I wouldn't even be in a room like this that was a spare room. We'd be in a 2-bedroom, somewhere with 2 bedrooms that was small, I'm sure. So it's just a good job the missus has got a bit of sense in the head, and she does a decent job and gets an okay pay. Whereas my job is just bloody pathetic, and low life standards and shitty wage. So a Trans Am's always way off in the distance compared to actually getting it close and attaining it. So, and the fact some of these maths are even is a fucking miracle as well. That Tag Fantastic, I paid that instalments. Didn't pay it all in one. But yeah, this sumbitch here, just a mask with a tag on it, $1,000. And that was 2018, 19, I can't remember when it was now. But yeah, $1,000, and I paid it in instalments to Douglas. He's good like that. But because of the instalments, I was able to obtain what a lot of people always thought I had, but I never did have until now, which is, you Tag Fantastic. But serious hairdryers are needed, definitely, which I can do, but it's something always says to me just leave it alone as well. Like, it's had some stitching done recently just here. I wiped over it with just a wet wipe when it was still stored in a box, and as the wet wipe actually touched the edge of the stitching, it just literally, the material fell apart. So I gave it to Mrs. Mum, says, look, I know you're good with needle and thread, is there any way you can just sort of help this along and restitch it? I says, if it ever departs and goes to another collector, I shall tell him about it, and people know about this because of the stream as well. But she did whatever she did and made it look as if nothing was ever wrong. But yeah, it did have to have a restitch. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'd love to say to Clive, I'm going to send me Tag Fantastic to you, reshroud it for me, but it's not original then, is it? What do you do? What do you do? What's the right thing to do in one collector's mind and then the wrong thing to do in another collector's mind? It's, have you done right? Have you done wrong? What's the correct way to go with something like that? And many people will say, I'm sure, leave the damn thing alone. And I think, well, yeah, maybe you're right there. Just keep it original. It's showing its age, but I just hope it doesn't get worse over time, that's all. What's this? I feel the same way about a Gen 1 and Fearsome Faces, but we never know what the future holds. Good luck on getting your Holy Grail, but yeah, well, I mean, I like me GhostFace and I like me Ghostbusters and bloody hell, Back to the Future, Pink Panthers up on the top shelf that you can't see. But you've all got your favourite things, but yeah, Trans Am always seems impossible to get. Your mass, your business. Well, it's true, but at the end of the day, Dylan, if you come to get serious with letting it go for whatever the reason, and somebody says, well, how original is it? You say, well, I had the hood redone. They're going to say, well, bollocks, it's not all original then, is it? Most people would probably say that, sadly. But I don't know. We'll see. Just one thing before I get going. I've just got to check something. I did have another 2 fans wanting to come on the stream. I'm just double checking. Bloody hell, I needed to check that message before. We got another fan possibly coming on in the future, but we've also possibly got Ryan Hills. Ryan has, I don't know if I want to describe them as whether they're bad work hours or awkward work hours, but Ryan's work hours can sometimes screw him over, as they say over that way. Ryan Hills, I expect to get on here in the future. Another chap called Tony Strange, known in the community, I'm sure. I've asked him to come on in the future, and I've also asked Carrie Ann Doolittle, the lady with no head, to see if she'll come on. Now, Carrie Ann's response has always been, well, I haven't got much of a collection, and I've got no head, and my room's not finished yet, but when the room's finished... I hope she's still here. But yeah, I don't know, Carrie Ann will get in the future, Ryan Hill's in future, another chap called Tony Strange. Somebody did email the website about coming on, but I lost the bloody email. I think I said this on last week's stream. The email on the GhostFace site at the minute, there's something seriously wrong and I don't know what it is. Every single email over the last few months, years, however long it's been activated as a ghostface.co.uk email account, I've lost everything. Inbox, archive, spam, deleted, sent items, everything has just disappeared. Over the last week or so, 5 or 6 emails have come from people asking about masks and devils, etc. They've stayed in the inbox, but I use Outlook on the Windows 10 I use on my computer. And when I go to the GhostFace email, there's 5 emails and that's it, just from like the last week. Everything else has vanished. When people do email me asking for stuff, whether it's about a mask or whatever, I cannot reply, just will not deliver a response to anybody. So I got in touch with the host on a text message and then tried to ring him the other day, but there was no answer. The host is also a web designer and he's always extremely busy, a bit like RJ in some ways, just busy. And I've had no response yet. So on the website at the minute, at the top of the contact page, or slightly down the contact page, below one of the images, let's have a look, just so you know. Just show you what's going on here. So on the contact page, look at the right camera. You got the main tick boxes here, name and email, etc., the message. Then you got this on about the postage, which is still true at the minute. It can take a bit longer sometimes. But all here, yellow text. If anyone wants to email on the website at the minute, whether you're on about getting devil faces or fluorescents or whatever it is, you got a question about something Ghostface, then an alternate email I used to use is the Ghostface website at hotmail.co.uk. You send one to that email, you can attach files or pictures or whatever, and I'll get it. Get to the news page, which we've got to update again, but notification email on this website is at the top there, and it says the same thing as it does on the contact page. So just please, for the time being, anyone that's going to email, Ghostface website all together, no lowercase or whatever, no capital F's in the middle of Ghostface, just Ghostface website at hotmail.co.uk, and I will get it and I can respond off that. And as you scroll down here, we've got Meggie here, look, which I've got to update. Pages will be added to the site in the very near future. One for Meggie, one for whoever else. I'm thinking of doing a Douglas Little page as well. After I talk to Douglas, and just say, look, do you mind if I embed your videos? Which I'm sure he won't mind. But Maggie's got, this was the first of her videos. She's done 2 videos since this. And one of them is the mask she received from RJ, which was the EU stamp. Let's go back to the main page here. So, yeah. Basically, email wise, Ghostface website at hotmail.co.uk. That's the main one at the second. Just a voice box on my shoulders. Yes, carry on. Chris Goodwin, yeah, I did ask Chris Goodwin as well. I will in the future, just I want to get my setup in pristine condition. I'm OCD and a bit camera shy. Carrie Ann better come on, says Dylan. Yes, you better. I need to see Carrie Ann's horror room. As far as we know, it's coming on good. Zach Bartron may be interested in coming on eventually when I get my collection organised. Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know. The more people that we can get on in the stream is always a good thing. I mean, I can only talk about my collection so many times. How many times have people seen that tag fantastic? Nah, bloody hell, it's always appearing, isn't it? How many times have people seen the red chrome or asked about the devil or the bloody hooded fearsome, as I'm going to call it? I can only talk about my mask so many times before people start saying, well, you talked about that last week. I'm just going to piss off because I've heard it all before. Plus he goes on a bit anyway. I know. You get me on GhostFace, I go on for bloody days. But yeah, I'd love to get Zach Bartron on. Chap who found the end stamps and told the fans about it. Also a chap that gifted me a tag fearsome. Just for learning stuff off my site. Fans like Mr. Bartron are very rare. Very rare. But yeah. Show off some other stuff, Star Wars. Yeah, well that's the thing though, Dylan. How many people would start moaning then? Were you on a GhostFace stream and someone showing Star Wars? I don't know. Did you show all your collection last time we streamed, Dylan? Was that all of what you've got for GhostFace, or was there more? We'll see. If there's somebody watching this now that's not even participating in the chat, but you've got a good collection and you want to just send still images, we could possibly even do it that way. Like Corey Hirsch, Corey Hirsch, Jesus Christ, his collection makes people sick. The amount of KMBs that some bitch has got, And he says, well, I'm camera shy, I don't want to come on, but I can send you still images of everything. And I was like, well, yeah, I could flick through them, I suppose. But he's camera shy, I'm still in shock that I even got Nate Reagan on, because Nate's really, I wouldn't say really reserved, but he does what he does most of the time, and then if someone asks him a question, he'll answer the question, depending what it is. But yeah, I was really happy to get Nate on. Of course, we're really happy to get Meggie on, and everyone else that's been on. And Steve Gerula tonight, he's a good chap. Okay, just got a message off somebody. Oh, it keeps doing that. Yeah, I'll answer that soon. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Yeah. I'll back to you very soon. Okay. Dylan says I couldn't show off some other stuff. Other than the ultralight related stuff, I have a very nice scarecrow I didn't show. Yeah. Whatever you got. Like, not many people see this figure that's stood behind my computer, but it's been on stream before. That frightful figure, the talking one, where the whole head lights up and flashes. But yeah, and we've already had a message about this since the start of the stream. So this will probably be departing. There is some ASIS merchandise that keeps popping up on Amazon and via the French website. Candles have been known to exist lately, and candle holders and safety lights and pins, and the bloody candle with like 5 ghost faces in it, they're still available as far as I know. But eventually I may show my collection. Mr. Richie. I hope so, Rich, because you've got some good stuff. I believe Richie's got some of the original Ghostface flip-up masks as well. One of which I've got, but it's not complete because the headband's missing. But I think Richie may have 2 complete flip-ups. I can't remember. But yeah, Richie in the chat there, he's got a good collection. You believe Wes Craven used to message him on Twitter. Him and Wes used to talk here and there. And yeah, we can only thank Wes for everything he's done with regards to social media in some respects. He sent a poster to Meggie in the past, as she told us on stream. He used to talk to Richie in the chat there. And it was Wes that got RJ to come out into the open and be that conduit, as RJ called it, where RJ went social. And even so, in years gone by, there's been good and bad on the Twitter side of things with RJ, because he's put stuff up and people have moaned about, oh, I didn't get a chance to get a mask, and other times people have received stuff and sold it. But then you get the fans that are more true to the collecting side of it and keep what they've been sent and appreciate what they've been sent. But I just hate it when people get something, boast about it, and then next thing you know, it's on bloody eBay for $300, $400, $500, $600, and you think, God, you son of a bitch, why are you doing that? We can always wear Ghostface masks and do a cooking show. I can't cook. My horror room is ready for you whenever, my friend. Just scored the big one recently, Banana Man. Oh yeah, Mr. Wolverine there, Banana Man. Please send me some pictures, Banana Man. Send me some pictures on Facebook. Just give me a I don't know, if you got a horror room that's done and GhostFace is in one part of it, send me the GhostFace side of it, and then we'll have a chat. But Skype does help. Like some people say, oh, do I have to have Skype? It's like, well, you don't have to, but it's worked well so far. So Skype seems to be preferred at the minute for the video calls. I do know you can do video calls on Messenger, but it's not always reliable on the connection that I found out. I did one with Carrie Ann a while ago, and I know it must have been a fake head or something. The head was a bit... But yeah. All in all, though, we just want a few more fans on in the future. If it goes on for another year doing these streams, it goes on for another year. If it goes on for 6 months, it goes on for 6 months. But fans that have got, you know, collections, come and show them. Come talk. Come say hello to the chat. Come participate in the chat. Come, you know, say, oh, I've attained this recently. I've attained that recently. Steve Jarula, you know, he ain't got the biggest collection, but it doesn't matter. He's GhostFace collecting. He's been doing it 10 months and he's got a good amount so far. Same with Carrie Ann. She's been collecting what since March, April last year. Look at what she's bloody got, little swine. Aye. But yeah, any collectors just watching thinking, I don't want to type in the chat, I'm not that sort of person. But you got some good stuff, just send an email. Contact on Facebook, whatever. There is a ghostface.co.uk Facebook group that's now... I can't unset it from private to public, but it's there in the listings and you can search and request to join it and we can accept you. So let me just get the link. I did this last week. Let me just get the link of the group and paste it in the YouTube. There we go. So this group has recently gone online. There's not many members, but I actually like it like that because not as many members mean less stress sometimes, depending. It's not always a bad thing. I think there's 31 members or something. I'm not looking to break records with this damn group. I've just put it there. If people want to participate in posting it, they can do it. If they don't, it's fine. But the ghostface.co.uk Facebook page will be deleting itself in about 6-7 days, I think it is. I requested its deletion because I don't get on with the pages. So that'll be disappearing and the group will be remaining just for the Ghostface stuff. And just before we go... In fact, I don't need to do the Facebook. Let's do this. There we go. Just so we know then, in recent time I have done these 2 images on the mass page. This is also on the Facebook group, and this will help people with regards to identifying earlier masks. Let me look at the right camera. So just so you know then, on the mass page, on the fantastic section just here, you scroll down, you got your information here which will be changing. You've got identifying facts, which will be changing, but I recently did this image, and this can help a lot of people identify Generation 1 masks with just 3 simple steps. First step, look at the size of the tassels, peel back the streamers, and you may see a mark that looks like this, the left temple line as you scroll down. You may see one in the middle of the forehead, you may see one at the right side of the temple. If your mask has got these little slit marks, then more than likely, and a very fine grainy surface, like a fine but roughish, like a fine sandpaper, then you more likely got a Gen 1 mask. So I put this image together the other day, shared it on the group, put it on the page. And it's just a very helpful tip to saying Gen 1 or Gen 2, fantastic. There's a bit of information here on the text, and obviously there's close-ups, right temple line, forehead line and left temple line. Just makes it a lot easier. And then the original image I did, and this is Ryan Hill's mask, that's staying for the minute. I've also removed a couple of images from here because it was getting confusing to see what a Gen 1 and a Gen 2 was, plus I'd labelled them wrong. This whole mask page as it is totally changing. So this is just as it is for the minute. But I also did this image. Okay. Oh, that blue is the image. Just a see-through background. So the text is even typed onto the image. So this is what helps people. One of the most common questions on the website is, how do I know if it's a definite fearsome, definite Gen 2, definite second version of the mask, basically. So I've ringed them now and I put images up. These are the mould scars that are most prominent on Generation 2 masks. Sometimes, on rare occasion, these will be under the shroud because they've been sewn over the lines or just in line with the lines. Most of the time with Generation 2 masks, Gen 2 Fantastics, Fearsomes, or whatever you want to call them, you will see either some or all of these marks on the sides of the mouth. And also the main texture of the mask is like a baby's backside. It's smooth, 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 smooth. So 2 telltale signs on your Gen 1 and Gen 2s. Gen 1s, you got the temple marks and the forehead slits that are shallow, but you'll have to look for them. But if they're there, they'll be there and you can't miss them. With the like fine sandpaper-ish sort of surface. Generation 2, more than likely mould scars, and it will be super smooth to rub your fingers over any part of the mask. Also on the insides of Gen 1s it's got that rough texture, and on the insides of Gen 2s you got the smooth texture. So definitive little facts there that can help. And just these two simple images alone can save me somebody emailing and actually getting a confirmation without having to, you know, double check with me. You don't have to ask me, I'm not an expert, I keep saying this. I just know a bit about masks. And I'm not putting myself out there as an expert either. One of the only confusing things, aside from Gen 1s and Gen 2s, Fantastics and Fearsomes, is this son of a bitch. RDS. Why is it confusing? Well, number one, there isn't lookalike RDS. Number two is the RDS, which has got your little piggy nose here, as we call it. But there's also one other bit of confusion. So these mostly came on Fearsomes, but at one point in time there was one found with a Fantastic Faces tag on. That is not a photoshopped image, that is the original image with the background cut out of it of a dodgy old carpet. But this is a tagged RDS Fantastic Faces. So the people then say, well, that image on your Fantastic section and that image on your Fearsome section, which is again is going to change, but they look at them two images and they say, well, is an RDS a Fantastic or is an RDS a Fearsome or a Gen 2? Well, it's not a Gen 2 because it's an MK mould. It's not a Fantastic because it's not a Fun World div mould. Why this even exists with a Fantastic Faces tag, I have no idea. This image has been around years. This was sent to me randomly 9, 10, 11 years ago. And you can't see on the image on the website, but you can't see the barbs that's attaching this mask to the tag. That's me just editing it on Photoshop because I couldn't be asked to cut around the barbs because the dodgy old carpet it was on was so much of a pain to chop out with the patterning. I just chopped the barbs, went along the top of the mask, chopped out the tag, put both together and left it with a clear background. But an RDS definitively is not a Fantastic Faces despite the tag on the picture. It is a real picture, it is a tag on a Fantastic RDS, so to speak. But an RDS is always going to be an MK mould, not a Fantastic, despite the picture. They were mostly seen later down the line on Fearsome tags. And even then, if you want to get super nitty gritty and detailed, they are not Fearsome Faces masks despite the tag. They were part of a Fearsome Faces line and seem to be part of a Fantastic line at one point, according to the tags and the pictures that have been sent over the years. In reality, it's an MK stamp mask. Just like with the reshoots, we'll say, well, reshoot, yeah, nickname, but it's a TD stamp mask, TD mould. It can get so goddamn confusing with these masks, honestly. I really enjoy these streams, Tim. Carry on. I'm sure I can relate to many in here, and I say I can't really talk about this stuff to others, but it's so nice to be around like-minded people. But yeah. Hello, D-Mec. D-Mec's a regular viewer lately. DVD player. But yeah, it's just, I mean, you look at this page now and it's okay. There's loads on it, absolutely loads. And there's images I've changed recently because people are getting the wrong information. Particularly with, see, there's an example here, look. Fearsome Faces RDS. In a way, yes, but in a way, no. So all these, every bloody image on here will either be changed or altered, particularly with the red font and the what masks are named what. But if you go down, where is it? God, we're rambling tonight, man. We're rambling tonight. The metallic section is going to get the biggest arse kicking ever. Where are you? Down. Here we go. So somebody had this on eBay listing we mentioned on the stream last time. We went through the eBay moaning about prices, and this particular image in this particular section was screenshotted off a mobile phone. This image, exactly this one at the time, was called a Fearsome HN. It is not a Fearsome HN, it's a green HN stamp mask, ASIS era, as I've relabeled it. Okay. But there's so much I've got to do to this page to kick the shit out of it. I mean, the bleeding section here, that's actually one of the most accurate ones. Here's your fibre optic on the similar tag to the fade in and out we saw earlier. But there's so much I've got to do to this, and as information continues to be found out about these masks with the recent T-stamp alternate and the HN alternate, it's always ever changing in the page that's in slow production, so to speak. But again, you know, Fearsome Faces RDS, yes and no. Fearsome Faces, yes and no, because it's a Gen 2 or it's a Gen 2 Fantastic. The amount of fucking names on these masks now is just getting stupid. But I've got to get it as correct as humanly possible. And I remember a long time ago, a few years back at least, RJ and Alan Geller went through this page bit by bit by bit by bit, and there was advisories. It's like an MOT test on a car in the UK. I got advisories on what to change because I kept calling everything a latex mask and it wasn't a latex mask. So many of the mask descriptions here will say soft PVC. That's what I was told to put. I say vinyl rubber sometimes, but it depends. But this particular image will help out a lot of people, and with a Generation 2, definitely. This particular image, because the scarring's there, bold as brass there, you can't miss it. This will help a lot of people. This has possibly saved me emails this week, even though my email's up the bloody shitter. But this is going to help people. Just these two images alone. And to say that the whole mask page is going to be full of images like that, who knows what's going to be like in the future with future emails. But yeah, more Meggy's videos to add. Let's just minimise that down, go back to normal. Okay, right, it's time to let you go. Dylan Cloud, this is your last warning. I nearly said the F word there. This is your last friggin' warning. Although I have to look at your face, these streams have a blast. Oh, where would we be without Dylan? The cutting room floor. Oh, thank you, D-Mec. Thank you. D-Mec's a good DVD player, by the way. He's a little bitch if you go against him. He's a Polish chap. Grubas Gówno. You'll know what that means. But yeah, D-Mec's good DVD player. You play alongside him as Survivor, you're going to have a bit of an easier match because he's a little swine if he gets the killer attracted and loops the bastards. Fantastic tagged RDS t-shirt hood. Fearsome tagged RDS poly hood. Yeah, it gets stupid, doesn't it, Chris? But this is, again, where the mass page in the future is going to get the arse kicked and the differences like that noted. I got to head off. Thanks again, Steve, for showing your stuff. Yeah, thank you to Mr. Jarula. And have a good evening. Thank you, Zach. Less stressed but less entertained. Yeah, thank you, Dylan. Are you going to play DBD today? Hey, it's Asius. I may play DBD a little later, yes. DBD, sadly, has become very toxic lately with the killer side of it, when you're against them. So you go in as Survivor and it seems that late at night on DBD as Survivor, it's just wanker after wanker after wanker that plays killers. cutthroat bastards, don't give a fuck, 4K obsessed, and you're in for a few matches that are just not enjoyable whatsoever. Whereas I've been told recently in the day, if you play daytime DVD, the killers seem to be a bit more lenient. Why, I don't know. But I did a stream last night at DVD, I did some killer and I did some survivor. The killer bit was a bit hit and miss, good and bad matches, but I enjoyed it. As soon as I went to survivor, I started getting stressed, because it was just wanker after wanker after wanker. One of which come to me stream after, says, "What's the problem? What are you moaning about?" Which is why I don't have TTV in my username, because it just brings pricks even closer to you. But yeah, this chat was okay when he started talking. But I said I'm sorry, but I'm just sick of the same run-of-the-mill shit with Survivor, where it seems the killer's like on a 5-minute time limit, and he just wants to kill you as quick as possible, as dirty as possible, with low life tactics. So yeah, DBD is out of a subject if you get started on it. Oh, okay. I've got to send a message to somebody. I've got to send 2 messages. So yeah, let's get gone. Let's leave you in peace. Yeah, thank you, D-Mick. Good old best governor. And you know, I don't mean that against you personally, D-Mick. It's just the saying I was taught when I was in hotels 15, 16 years ago. Good old best governor. DVD is so trash at night time for survivors. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Right then, let's all let you get on and carry on with life. Stay safe. Behave. Don't do drugs. Don't get drunk. Don't say you're going to be right back, because you won't be back. But if you're still here next week, come and say hello again. Come and watch. Come and listen to some prick. And we'll tell you about some masks and hopefully have another collector lined up. But yeah, there's a few collectors wanting to come on. We'll see what happens when they're available. And whatever we can get on, or whoever we can get on, we'll get them on. Take it easy. See you soon. I've got to press end stream. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure I leave a bit of space, because whenever I say end stream and then press it on the software, it cuts about 30-40 seconds off. So when they go to watch a stream back at a later date, they say, "Oh, about to go," then it's chopped. So I'm just making sure I've got a bit of leeway. So if somebody watches this back, they'll see me saying, "Yeah, goodbye until next week," and then it'll end, rather than chopping me down. Right. So see you all soon. See you next week if you want to come and view. I'm just going to leave it blank for a few seconds and then press end, because it does chop me. But yeah, thank you very much, Steve. I'm glad you come on. Good collection. Thank you, Kyle. It will be right back. Cheers, Chris. Cheers, D-Mick.